Welcome, welcome, crew, guys, gals, ghouls, friends, fiends, foes, whoever may be listening beyond the omniverse tonight. Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, January 4th, Sunday, January 5th for those of you across the pond and beyond. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and thank you so much for joining me tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I also want to say Happy New Year to everyone out there, and I'm just keeping my fingers, eyes, toes, hairs crossed that this year is going to be epic and not as crazy as last year or the years before, the years prior, because it has been quite hairy. If you're one of my Spreaker listeners, for some reason, it's not allowing me to go live, so I am recording it. Therefore, I can upload it, I believe, when I'm done. Because Spreaker is the weirdest thing. I don't know. I can't remember the last time that ever happened to me, or if it has ever happened. I think it did one time, but it was like a storage thing, but I don't know. I haven't had any issues like that, so I am perplexed and a bit confused. Anyways, tonight we're going to do Trippy TikToks with me, TessaTNT, and let me tell you, there's some really, really trippy ones out there, I must say. Very trippy. I'm your host, TessaTNT, and we are broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. If you're watching or listening live right now, you got us on Facebook under We Are Paradox Media, YouTube on We Are Paradox Media, and Twitch under We Are Paradox Media 101, I believe. If you don't mind, mosey on over to our YouTube, give us a like, give that bell a little tickle. That way, next time that we're online or doing a show, you'll be made aware of it, and you come and hang out with me. Because it's pretty quiet over here sometimes, including right now. All right, but yeah, I have some TikToks ready to go. So the ones that we're going to be looking at presently, let me get back over here really quick. This is the For You tab. So I'm hoping that my For You tab will be something that I want to check out. I checked out a few minutes of the first one, and I'm like, yes, I knew about this. There's been evidence of this, whether it's carved rocks or blue-eyed indigenous people or First Nations people, etc. There are signs of this, so hold on to your seats, guys and gals, because this is quite trippy. Let's go.
And in this book, I discovered a lot of shit that hasn't been taught to us in regular school, like K through 12, and higher education. In this book, the historian claims that a gentleman named John Colt and his son Samuel came here and discovered America 4 months before Christopher Columbus's fourth voyage. And they have evidence in here that the Vikings were here, that the Vikings actually landed in Boston.
In Boston, yes. Like I'm saying, like, history that we've been taught, I've learned. That's why I don't trust the government. I don't trust the system. It's said that history is written by the winners. But, I mean, what the crack? There's Mr. Colt and his son. Then there's the Vikings, who are more hardcore than Christopher Columbus. But I guess these are years and years before Christopher Columbus. But this is trippy. And I didn't like that Christopher Columbus anyways.
Boston, Massachusetts, and went 200 miles inland and made their markings. 1857. And we know in the 21st century, yes, there's evidence to prove this because the gentleman states that it was a legend, mythology, no boo-boo. And that legend and mythology came from the, oh my gosh, the Quakers. Interesting. So my question is, should I work on an accurate 21st century American history book? You know, with all the shit that's supposed to be in it. That when you're talking about Columbus, you mention this gentleman, John, and his son. And you also mention how he treated the natives of Central America and North America. How they conquered Hispaniola. And we should also add in here, American history book during the civil rights movement, that the Jews, rabbis, helped MLK in the courtrooms. And without the Jewish people, MLK probably would have never had the 1964 Civil Rights Act passed.
Man.
And what about all the Supreme Court justices agreeing to round up Japanese, Italian, and German American citizens and and people here on visas because it was for the betterment of the country? I don't see that information in there. I don't see that information in history books. We have watered down our history because of people's feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Your feelings are not factual. No, not in society. They're factual to you, Snowflake, but not to society.
That's right, honey boo boo.
Should I do an American history book without a university's help? Because I'm an independent scholar. One publication, working on 2 other ones. I wonder, should a new American history book be consolidated from the old history books, backed up with 21st century primary sources?
We need to update that shit for real.
Should we do another one? You know, I won't put cussing in there and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, you know, you can say certain things that aren't considered cussing because they're in the Bible, but no, kids need to know the truth. And, well, this is a big reason, whether you've been taught by your parents or you discovered yourself, that kids don't want to go to school because it's BS. And who's going to use algebra and calculus and all this other crap in the real world? Teach them life skills. Teach them the truth.
That I'll watch my mouth. And should I do a website asking people questions on what type of history did they learn? What did you learn about Christopher Columbus? What did you learn about the indigenous peoples? That's very interesting. Do a survey on the knowledge of the American people.
Right.
But who am I? I'm just a truth seeker that wishes to educate the public.
Gotta educate them.
The American history book be called Education You Should Have Learned it?
Yeah, that should have been learnt and taught.
Universities won't take it up. Anyway, but what's your thoughts? I mean, it's pretty interesting. Pretty freaking interesting. What else am I going to learn? And I'm only on freaking page 15, people.
Like,
wow.
What?
Wow. But let me know your thoughts. Do we need a new American history books?
Yes.
That talks about the good and the bad? You need to learn the bad and the good, especially about slavery. In the history book, we need to have witness testimonies to slavery. Why isn't that in history books? Yeah, people publish their books, but I should not have to purchase 80 books on slavery to learn the truth.
Right.
It should be in one history book that's given out to kids.
You would think.
See, if we had a factual history book and not a propaganda history book that's being given to schools,
so true.
we would not have this wokeness. Because you know what? The history book would be factual. What's your thought? Am I just wasting my time? Is it a good dream?
No, girl, you go. You spread the
Would
truth.
that be a good legacy? I don't know.
Do it! I don't know how long you'll last.
To pick up a motherfucking history book and all the information in there is accurate.
You. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. That would be cool, wouldn't it? What's your thoughts?
He rings the doorbell, and then he waits for someone to answer. And as he stands there, we can make observations about his appearance.
Poor kid.
The boy looks extremely thin. Thin arms, thin legs. You can also see there's something around his ankles, which we'll find out later is duct tape. There's also what appears to be blood on one of his arms. So when no one answers the door at this first neighbor's house, Russell leaves and he moves on to another house.
Answer the door right now. But if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Those poor kids, man. Especially him. Aww. Come back, buddy.
Hi, I was just wondering if you could do 2 favors.
What a good boy.
Well, what are they? Taking me to the nearest police station. Well, actually, just one's fine.
What's going on, son? Have a seat there.
It's personal business.
Poor kid.
Have a seat.
Oh, man.
How'd you get here?
I
I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door.
So sad. I got the chills really bad right now.
Said he had just came from a neighbor's house. He's emaciated. He's got tape around his legs. He's hungry and he's thirsty.
need someone immediately.
After the 911 call, first responders arrived, and then they loaded Russell into an ambulance. One of the first responders, she begins to cry when she sees the condition that this 12-year-old boy was in.
And the guy that made the call, too.
I'll take more. If you want me to send them to you.
Next, we'll move on to the body camera footage of Jody Hildebrand being taken into custody.
Will you step out?
I have
Evil bitch.
That's great. Step out of the house.
No, I'm not going to step out of
Step out of the house. Step out of the house.
Yeah, you are, bitch. Yeah, you are. You have no rights any longer.
They come on into my house.
Oh,
Do you have a search warrant?
Seat right
by
there.
the heater, right here at my feet, and I got the chills like I'm in a fucking freezer.
I'll explain everything
Sorry about
after.
the language.
Have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant, sir?
Control 12X11. Can you hold there? We're searching the house.
I can tell you what's in the house.
Okay. Just have a seat right there for me.
Do you have a search warrant?
We'll explain it after this.
You can't just
You
come
don't
into
need
my house
one.
without a search warrant.
We'll explain everything after this, ma'am.
But that doesn't make sense. You come into my house and do what you want, and then you tell me you don't have a
No,
warrant?
we'll explain why we did.
But don't you have to have a warrant?
Not at this
Nope.
moment, we don't.
Nope.
We're here on exigent circumstances. And I'll explain it after this, after my sergeant and the officer are done clearing the house. Is there anybody else in the house?
Yes.
2 kids?
There's a little girl.
Just one?
She's right over here.
Okay. How old is she?
She'll be 10 next week.
Okay.
I have Airbnb guests over there. Probably scared me to death.
Okay.
Now, inside the house, law
Oh
enforcement
no,
did
let's not
locate
scare
911.
the Airbnb
She was
people.
cowering and scared inside of a closet.
Poor
It looked like there
girl.
was a closet off of a bathroom inside one of the many rooms of this home.
You come on, my buddy. I'm a police officer. Are you going for the union here? Hey, you okay? Is it just you in here? I'm Sergeant Tobler. What's your name? I just have one. Where's your sister at? Contact one. You okay? Huh? You doing okay?
Probably so scared and confused.
That's okay. Can you come with me though? We got Jody out here. You know Jody? She's outside with us.
Now, initially, you can hear Sergeant Tobler refer to Eve as Bud, and then ask her where her sister is. And that's because Tobler initially thought that Eve was a boy because she was so thin and because her hair had been cut very short. Not only is this little girl not talking, but she's not even moving. She's sitting in the same exact position. She's not reacting to anything. It's almost as if she's completely disassociated, which makes a lot of sense considering the literal hell she'd been living in for months.
We helped your brother. And we got him some help too.
He rings the doorbell, and then he waits for someone to answer.
My pimp put me on an order to go to the Getty, Los Angeles.
And I believe this is covering some P. Diddy shiz. I don't know if Jay-Z was involved with this as well, but I recognize this girl.
California Museum.
And this is about sex trafficking.
I was told I was going to walk through a field trip. I was taken with another girl. I call a friend of mine, and we were put in dresses and sandals. We were taken in a sports car. We're not taken in a sports car. We pulled up to the museum in a sports car. We were told that we were trying to give a different appearance. So we were walking through, I remember walking through kids. I remember walking in and seeing school buses. I remember walking in and seeing children and chaperones through the museum. And I remember people staring at us as if it was as if we were somebody special. We walked through the museum. There are, employees that know exactly what's going on in the museum. They block the doors. They know where the entrances and exits are. They take their orders from someone else when someone is trying to get underground through the Getty Los Angeles Museum. I was walked through. I remember taking stairs, going through a garden, taking an elevator. I was drugged, but I was walking. There are many situations in trafficking where you can be alert. Some of my pimps did not let me see where I was going. Sometimes I was so drugged that I was carried into a job, dressed, and then placed in a room and waiting for my order because I couldn't move myself. So at this time, I was able to walk. I was able to see what was going on. And I remember walking through. I remember talking to certain people after we got so far. I remember my ears popping. I remember feeling like I'm choking because the air was so weird. We got to a certain point and there was, it looked like a basement. It looked like where they keep things that were not public display in the museum. And after getting so far, we were in tunnels. We were put on cars, drove to a certain point, bar. I seen
I'm sorry, girl.
Sorry. I seen cars, boats, there's trains, there's buses, there is every means of transportation under the ground. There's a city under the ground. There are
it's like Rock City or something like that. I cannot recollect exactly what it's called, but it's something like Rock City or something like that.
There's a different air supply that kicks in after you get so low.
And who goes down there?
After getting down there, I talked to a few people. I was able to meet celebrities, actors. I'm not a person that knows somebody just by name or by face or right away. I was somebody who remembered somebody from a movie or something like that, or something that they did. I was able to speak with somebody that was so cocky. And I remember telling him, I know you from Look Who's Talking. That's all. And I remember everybody laughing at me because I was 15, and I'm like, the only thing that I know you from, John Travolta, is Look Who's Talking.
Man, I knew that's who she was talking about.
Pimp put me on an.
What is this? What the heck? I want to zoom into this really quick and see what the text says. Secret new lands found behind Antarctica's ice. Ice wall, leaked footage, ice wall, Antarctica, flat earth, yada, yada, yada. Wow. Okay, let's go back to larger size. Holy shnikes. This looks fake. What the heck? What the hell? No. This just doesn't seem real. This looks like a total, like, stage setting. Wow. Hi!
Say no.
Are you ugly on purpose?
Can you hold on?
No. He even waved his hand.
Where is it?
I don't know.
This is what happens to bad kitties.
Ah. No!
Hey.
Just wanted to say I love you, okay? Okay.
Ellie, what do we say when it's time for breakfast? Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Love you.
Can you say it?
Thank you.
She's a precious angel.
Oh no.
I don't do makeup, but I could not resist trying this. I've seen it all over my FYP. I hope I'm not.
So these new phones called the Hawaii are making a big name for themselves, and guess what? They are banned in the United States. If you don't believe me, here's a guy that they just put up on this. This is recently, y'all. As of the 29th of November. Apparently, this was an executive order
2019
by Donald Trump. It said the order banned the use of telecommunications equipment from foreign firms that are deemed national security risk. Okay, so I believe this is the same thing that's going on with TikTok because these phones were made by China. But have you guys seen what these phones can do?
My photo. So now, with my hands,
Wow.
I already selected the photo.
He takes his photo with his palm of his hand and he can transfer it to any phone, y'all. Look at that.
That's
you can
crazy.
also transfer from Hawaii to iPhones as well, y'all. Look at that.
Wow.
You see? You can also transfer long distance from phones to laptops.
That is trippy. What is going on? I gotta blow this up because I am clueless. I want to know. I want to know. Can someone please tell me what this was about? Ooh. I want to get closer. I can't. But that looks pretty damn trippy. Holy shnikes. Alright. Pretty sure he'll let us know where this is. Oh, giddy up. He means business. Yeah, you got a cell phone. What? What the frack, dude? What is it? Oh. So I'm wondering, is this what happened at New Jersey, where this container ship came in and it was severely damaged and the nuke was missing? Would it really fit in that little tiny tuna can car? Holy shnikes. I'd like to know where this is, too. What? Hey, Adrian. Yeah. No, and this is my For You, so I don't know, depending on like what I watch or what I like or what. These things are coming up. So yeah, and if you want to hear conspiracy theories, go to the very beginning where it's talking about our history and how much bullshit it is. I'm sure you, as an Indigenous person, know this as well. Yeah. Sure, laugh at it too. Yeah, laugh at that. Because conspiracy theories are so funny. No, these aren't conspiracy theories. These are conspiracy facts. It's freaking weird, dude. It's tripping me out. And this guy right here, this fucking cowboy, giddy up, he's holding a cell phone. Why? I don't know. But yeah, everybody just parts the seas for him. No.
It's easier to describe how to impeach them. Every cop in America. You put them on your witness list.
What?
Don't just leave them on the state's witness list, the county's witness list. You must put them on yours and take them to trial. Go down to the county recorder and get a certified copy of their oath of office. It'll be notarized and it'll have their name. Regardless if it's their correct name or not, it doesn't matter. This always works. From Westlaw. Have them printed up at the local law library. Every college has a law library. Every college has free Westlaw. It's like 15 to 25 cents a page to print. Go get...
Hey friends, time for another
Hello.
UFO update.
So I don't know if you guys remember this guy, but he's super cool and he's had a lot of very, very, very interesting videos. But let me just zoom in and see what he has to say. None of these are pre-seen by me, so I'd like to know what we're looking at. Holy smokes, this New Jersey drone UFO situation is getting weirder. I'm sure it is. And this is Last Hope is the name of this guy. What? Oh, yeah. I'm alive and kicking. I'm alive and kicking. Okay, that's who it is. All right, let's continue.
So this one is super crazy. You're going to want to watch this.
And this reminds me of a freaking comic book by text and everything. This is pretty interesting.
So what is it about New Jersey? Why is all this crazy stuff happening in New Jersey? Well, apparently this is not new. This has been going on for a long time there, especially around a place called Wanakee Reservoir, where there was something called the Wanakee Vortex. And back in the day, there was something called the Wanakee Wonder. So I got a very mysterious message yesterday saying, look into the Wanakee Vortex. And that was it. And they didn't respond whenever I replied. So I was like, okay, I love mysterious messages. So I dove in. So Waunakee, New Jersey, is right here, and it's right next to the Picatinny Arsenal, which is sort of the center and the hotspot where all this stuff kind of originated, right? This whole drone UFO, fiasco going on up in Jersey.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, what is going on here? Why this area? Because this seems to really be the epicenter. I mean, there's crazy things happening all over the world, of course, but there's something about Jersey. So what is it? So going back to the 60s, there was a big UFO flap there, and there was like all these crazy stories. I mean, I dove in, there's a bunch of newspaper articles, a lot of like kind of investigative journalists back in the day did a lot of digging, and there was a bunch of different UFO sightings. A famous one by this Sheriff Cisco. There was this famous photograph taken by this guy, and all these people saw UFOs, and the way they described them is very reminiscent of what we're seeing now. They'd be like different kind of lights in the sky, like individual lights, like orbs, that would sometimes come together and form helicopters, right? They would mimic our aircraft. Exact same thing that's going on now. This was 60 years ago. And that's where this Waunakee Wonder came from. So many different people saw these UFOs over the Waunakee Reservoir that they even named it the Waunakee Wonder. And like it was seen by hundreds of people. I mean, this was like an ongoing thing. They
talk about nuclear football.
The reservoir being frozen over, and there was like a fire over it, and it was melting a hole in the ice. And that the craft was like the saucer-shaped craft that kept like turning into like an orange glowing like orb, right? All this stuff is wild, but it's very familiar, very similar to the stuff we're hearing now, but it gets way stranger. So
I've seen this before.
Got wind of all this crazy stuff. One of his friends told him about the Waunakee vortex, and he was very interested in the paranormal and stuff, and he was a researcher. And
I need to pause for the cause really quick. I need to write this down because my friend Dan Shaw, he is the vortex detective, and I'd like to ask him about this vortex. Waunakee. Hold on. Okay, let's go.
He set up some like camping expeditions out there. They took a lot of camera equipment, lights, and that kind of stuff, and they went out to the Waunakee Reservoir to investigate this vortex, right? And these are just some of the pictures that he got. So in this picture, that is Dr. Bruce Cornett, right? That's not. There was nobody there. So at first you could say, okay, well, it was just a, kind of double exposure or something, right? That happened.
Look at the pose, everything.
The pose is a little different, the stance is a little different, the lighting's a little different, right? And then there's like, they put this crystal here, and the crystal's stationary, just like he is, okay? And this crystal, see the line behind it, right? Well, it wasn't moving. See, he's not moving, nothing else is moving, but this did that. And they said every time they took pictures of the crystal, it would do that. There's a lot of different pictures of it. So then they started blowing smoke in the air and doing these light flashes and taking pictures and seeing if they could see anything. And they kept seeing these lion figures in the smoke. I thought that was super cool. And then there's this picture. So in this picture, it looks like there's a group of people here, and they're like kind of looking at another group of people over here. But these people aren't there. There's no people there. It was only these people. So that was interesting. And then in this photo, he says that this is him. That's Dr. Corset, that this wasn't there. Like there's no one there, right? So it's like another kind of double exposure. But when you really look at it, like there's things that are slightly different. Like his arm is slightly different and his socks are showing here and they're not here. So it's like it's mimicking him, but it's not him. It's really strange, and it gets stranger. Look at this one. So in this picture, that's him. That's Dr. Corset, and someone's taking his picture. He was there with a group of people, right? And this, right next to him, this is the same photograph. They went and got him developed, and there shouldn't be anybody here, right? There should be nothing there.
Nope.
But when you actually look at this, it's like mimicking him, okay? It's not a double exposure. The pants are a different color. The shirt's different. There's like a bulge in the belly when there's not here. The lighting and the shadows are different. He zooms into the head and does some effects to it to try to figure it out. And like, it's just completely different, right? But it's similar, very similar, but different. It's mimicking. But it's not just a double exposure. You can tell a double exposure would just be this image right here. But it's different, significantly different. You know, you can look at it. The more you look at it, the more things you notice that are different. So that's very telling, because what are we seeing? So he even says possible hologram projection of ET, humorous ET attempted mimicry, right? What have we been hearing out of Jersey? That there's things mimicking airplanes and helicopters. I've talked to multiple people, and they'll tell me, they're like, dude, I know in the photos and the videos it looks like an airplane, but trust me, when you're here, you'll see an orb turn into a helicopter or turn into an airplane. It's only 100 feet in the air. It sounds like an airplane. It looks like one, but it's like 3 or 4 feet. Like, it's crazy. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and it's like really messing with people. And people keep using the word mimicking, saying that these things are mimicking, you know, our planes and our jets and helicopters and stuff. Well, this guy back in the 90s, when he went there to investigate in New Jersey at the Wanakee Reservoir, the Wanakee
New Jersey,
the epicenter of all this strangeness, he back then, over 20 years ago, was saying these things were mimicking him, that they were like humorous, like how Jacques Vallée always talks about the trickster element, that these things are sort of playing games or having fun with us, you know, and that they were mimicking him throughout his entire, you know, expedition there. Like, he has tons of photos. There's so many different photos. It's wild. So his conclusion,
so weird,
after his, you know, investigation of all this, is that there is an interdimensional portal at the...
And like he's saying, like, these are digital. These are not film. Is that what I said? And he was like, yes, if there's film, you can have a double exposure. See how there's two stumps, or, you know, the middle part of the tree is doubled. This guy is whole and walking, but who's to say before that he was sitting? Who knows? And what the heck is that in the background? I don't know.
Wanakee vortex, and that there are, you know, ships and energies and beings that come out of it, and that they mimic us, and that's what they do. We don't know why, what their purpose is or anything, but this was sort of isolated back in the day. But it's not isolated anymore. So the FAA has now issued a temporary ban on drone flights in areas of New Jersey, and they just added New York City. So
And
now
they
we're
still
seeing,
fly.
you know, certain types of air flight in the airspace over these places, and it's growing day by day. Sightings are growing, encounters are growing, the restrictions are growing.
They're everywhere.
Anxiety is growing. The nervousness from the administration is obviously growing. This is something that used to be kind of isolated. I mean, these reports from the 60s and 70s and 90s, they were astonishing reports, but it would be, you know, 5 people, 10 people, you know, maybe even like back in the 60s, there was like 100 people that witnessed these things at one time, which is a big deal. But now we're in the thousands. We're possibly in the millions. Like, whatever it is, it's coming from there, it seems, and growing outwards and spreading and spreading. But is this all related to this Wanakee vortex? Is that the epicenter? I don't know. I'm not saying it is.
I don't know.
Kind of mysterious.
Could it be a portal?
To look into it. The more I looked into it, and I encourage you to too, and I'll put these pictures and everything on my X so you can like zoom into them and everything, because it's strange. And when you actually listen to the reports from the people, it's eerie, because the things that are happening now seem to have been happening for decades and decades, but now they're just going to a whole other level. That's what it seems
Yeah.
like. I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation, and especially if you live anywhere near that area. Have you ever had any paranormal encounters or experiences, or saw things in the sky that shouldn't be there? I don't know. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Have a beautiful day. Peace.
Peace.
This may be the
This may be the scariest thing you've ever heard. I'm just kidding. I don't know what she's saying. Oh. Oh, on your phone? Oh, that's weird. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but we are going to go to music break early, because I was working with the sound. It should be better, but I did try to turn some things down because my earbuds were blowing my brains out, but I might have to turn them back up. Just let me know if anything I do helps. Hopefully it works for you. But anyways, from this break, we have Miss Tamara Bubble, and she's going to be singing Laundry, Out the Mud, and Cute Panties. Then we have Mr. Griff from Toronto, Canada, and he's going to be singing Chest Life. Then we have Roy Washington from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and he's going to be singing Subliminal. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. Do you and live your best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. Where you from? Who you with? Are you unplugged? Are you equipped? I do my thing, stay legit. In this world, no one's innocent. VIP, get bottles. One snap of my fingertips. See these haters like blah blah blah, blah 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 blah, talking gibberish. I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. Do you and live your best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. Rolling and rolling and rolling SUV. Rolling and rolling and rolling with my homies. Rolling and rolling and rolling SUV. Rolling and rolling and rolling with my homies. I'm going to live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm going to live my best life. Do you live your best life? Do you live your best life? Do you live your best life? I'm going to live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm going to live my best life. Do you live your best life? Do you live your best life? Do you live your best life? I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. I'm gonna live my best life. Don't care if my head ain't right. Do you and live your best life. Don't care if my head ain't right.
Ayy, get up on that washer. Hit the spin cycle till I come home. Don't worry where I'm at. I'm out here breadwinning, so don't hit my phone. Shoulda never gave you treats like that. You got a sweet tooth and won't leave me alone. And every time I try to get some sleep, I wake up cause you doing me wrong. Sneaking up under covers. Used to fight it, but I love it. Hate it that you got me weak, cause now we ruin all these sheets. Like who doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Keep playing, think I'm playing. I'ma have you doing them dishes too. Better lick them plates clean. Be grateful for this delicious food. Why you want on fours? What you scrubbing floors cause you want some more? But you like it dirty. You is so dirty. You like it dirty. Sneaking up under covers. Used to fight it, but I love it. Hate it that you got me weak, cause now we ruin all these sheets. Like who doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Sneaking up under covers. Used to fight it, but I love it. Hate it that you got me weak, cause now we ruin all these sheets. Like who doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? First of all, I was sleeping. And second of all, why you creeping? Third of all up on me, rubbing like conditioner that you be trying to leave it. Relax, love, keep breathing. And I would say keep cleaning, but you like it dirty. You is so dirty. You like it dirty. Yeah? Sneaking up under covers. Used to fight it, but I love it. Hate it that you got me weak, cause now we ruin all these sheets. Like who doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Who? You doing laundry? Get up on that washer. Hit the spin cycle till I come home. Don't worry where I'm at. I'm out here breadwinning, so don't hit my phone. Shoulda never gave you treats like that. You got a sweet tooth and won't leave me alone. And every time I try to like it dirty, yeah? Undercovers. Yeah, she like it dirty. You're so dirty. You like it dirty, yeah? I get that feeling under me time, and I'm okay on little out at sea. So pop the headed in the daytime. Promise you'll keep sunshine on my feet. Somebody pinch me, this is juicy, juicy. Squeeze out this warm glow on my cheek. Sweet dreams, hold me, don't let go. Sing through the day. Sweet dreams, please don't tell me lies. Take me by surprise. It's gonna be different now. That's what they say. It's gonna be different how when it's steady pouring rain. We stepping out the mud. Yeah, we on our way. We stepping out the mud. We gon' be okay. Ain't got to live in dirt. I walk through, walk through. Ain't got to deal with what I won't do, won't do. We stepping out the mud. Yeah, we on our way. Worm your way up out the mud. We gon' be okay. Ain't gon' do me dirty. You gon' do me right, right. Give me all the sunshine I need in my life, life. Ain't gon' do me dirty. You gon' do me right, right. Give me all the sunshine I need in my life. I get the feeling under moonlight. Put a little two-step to my beat. I should be dancing 'cause it feels right. Shake it, shake it, shake it with the breeze. Now once again, will give me two dice, two dice. I feel so lucky, can't you see? Sweet dreams, hold me, don't let go. Sing through the day. Sweet dreams, please don't tell me lies. Take me by surprise. It's gonna be different now. That's what they say. It's gonna be different how when it's steady pouring rain. We stepping out the mud. Yeah, we on our way. We stepping out the mud. We gon' be okay. Ain't got to live in dirt. I walk through, walk through. Ain't got to deal with what I won't do, won't do. We stepping out the mud. Yeah, we on our way. Worm your way up out the mud. We gon' be okay. Ain't gon' do me dirty. You gon' do me right, right. Give me all the sunshine I need in my life, life. Ain't gon' do me dirty. You gon' do me right, right. Give me all the sunshine I need in my life. Yeah. Bubble on that. Yeah. Real cute. Underwear. To be honest, I don't really wear many. I don't even really rock panties. Let me be clear, I'm used to getting a few new big pair each year from my granny. Couple sexy ones that might come up, and I done had way too much. Any a drunk text go out. They come and eat the sweet juicy pie down there. I'ma go that route. But now, nigga, wrong song. I only need a couple of bars to turn you on. That's why I started mentioning that lingerie. But pull her to the studio with some long johns. This verse about to take a turn for the worse, and all them cute panties gonna be long gone. Cause the hating niggas that I wrote it for, they ain't afraid of wordplay, that's why they wrote this for. So I'ma drive them wild. Thinking one day they might hit all about my boy shorts, G-string, slutty thongs, even put them edible pennies on the cover so they wonder how that bubble taste. You can stay mad, be miserable, old, predictable, maybe not even applicable. But yeah, you typical. Check your mans if it ain't you, cause way too many queens rocking shades cause they eyes black and blue. Way too many dudes putting hands on the bra. That make you feel like a man. Mishandling a wig of it, so yeah, you saw. Yo, look, it's way too many dudes only wanna spar. But ain't got no conversation, only wanna gossip when we call. Why I keep seeing these grown dudes out in the broad daylight like some broad? And why I keep seeing these dudes like these girls fighting on the stopper to record? These little niggas online, the worst part, lame hoes got a squad. And all they do is dislike the females doing interviews with that nigga vlog. I be like, come in, big boy, take off them drawers. I just came from shopping. Let me slip you in the
Scariest story ever that I've ever heard. A guy writes his experience.
Look at you sitting pretty. Yeah, you the type that rock them cute pennies. Yeah, come here, you cute, cute, cute. Yeah, real cute. You hating on a female, cute, cute, real cute. Why you mad we getting money? taking shots from a penthouse loft. Talking trash, she making big calls. Yep, then again, that's only till his phone got off. Come again, yes, phone got disconnected. But don't worry, he be back online hating in a second. Back at the crib, remember she paid her phone and the rent. Squash a nigga vegetable soft. Now he souped up in my mentions on some vegetable bro. Leaving comment after comment, you that thirsty, drink vomit. I promise I ain't never seen nobody when had so much time to hate me. Be honest, is you mad at me? Or the fact that I'm grinding? It's a fact that I'm winning, son, I really be shining. Why you pressed on my diamond? You ready to swing on this little bitty girl, so don't tell me I'm lying. Way too many dudes putting hands on the bro. That make you feel like a man. Mishandling a weaker vessel, yeah, you stop. Yo, look, it's way too many dudes only wanna spar. But ain't got no conversation, only wanna gossip or recall. Why I keep sending grown dudes out in the broad daylight like some broad? Why I keep sending dudes like these girls fighting on the stopper to record? These little niggas online, the worst part, lame hoes got a squad. And all they do is dislike the females doing interviews with that nigga blog. I be like, come in, big boy, take off them drawers. I just came from shopping, let me slip you into something real soft. You prefer the lace of satin or the silk, cause some pretty little rolls, they gon' hang off your balls. Look at you, sitting pretty, yeah. You the type that rock them cute pennies, yeah. Come here, you're cute, yeah. Real cute, you hating on a female, cute, real cute. Why you mad we getting money? Maybe that's why you sag like them punish out. Oh, by the way, cute pennies, bro, real cute.
Yeah. Come on.
I see you, Roy Washington, man. What's happening, man?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. They never say it in words, but in deeds wars declare. Justice is gone and the sight's none is spare. Especially the kingdom encased in melanin. But these suckers are weak, kings and queens will ride again. Come on. Slackers with badges, the white sheets and the maggots. Watch them fall as I tag them because I'm better than average. A sharpshooter with words with my eye to the scope. Can they escape when I don the black cape? Is hell no. I'm a ninja for right, who can vanish from sight. Pick you off in the night, but still the Lord is my light. Perceiving all you see, the truth behind the scenes. Instead of jumping bandwagons, the light says believe in me. Cause you're a puppet, no doubt. 45th turned you out. Though I saw your lips moving, no sound came out. So I was sent from the heavenlies, born so you could find me. Swam the scene and stream, took flight during the 90s. Landed in grace, wrote a verse of hip hop. Got with Jay and found the taste was smooth as butterscotch. We had hood love and money problems. They be on me, but we stayed in the flow. It had juice like Manolo.
They can try to oppress, you can try to impress. I'm after success, none less. You can look in my eyes, you can feel in my vibes. Came down inside and it's so subliminal. God on my side, I ain't worried about none. If it ain't about money, then it ain't about none. Laughing at my enemies, I know they see me coming. If it ain't subliminal, they can't even see me. Politics abolish it. I'm here to raise the conscience for every face and race up in this nation trapped in poverty. Diamond in the rough, need to cut, shape it, and polish it. Bad thoughts cripple life, we can be an optimist. We can be an optimist, reconstruct apocalypse. Broke people always hating, mix me with that gossiping. Rose up in the concrete, rain and sun, I'm blossoming. My people need to be like kind of Velcro, then we conquering. They can try to oppress, you can try to impress. I'm just after success, none less. You can look in my eyes, you can feel in my vibes. Came down the side and it's so subliminal. God on my side, I ain't worried about none. If it ain't about money, then it ain't about none. Laughing at my enemies, I know they see me coming. If it ain't subliminal, they can't even see me coming.
The 45th is a joke, and he's weak in disgust. He plans to divide, but there's no stopping us. If we have to fight, go toe to toe for our lives, we prevail and got sight, cause only light I recite. I blow my lyrics like a shotgun, camouflaged inside the tracks. Now watch the suckers run. Not moving fast enough, heads up, now here I come. I designed 50 ways to make this murder fun. I spit the lyrical rain that coat the concrete, that give life and take form. Arise and walk the street. Am I the greatest to spit? Feel the spray and we'll see. Let it dry, all the lies and the truth will point to me. Even when surrounded by a million MCs. I'm the one under the sun who's the greatest of these. I got the Holy Ghost juking and tapping while I'm rapping. Sticking and moving like Roy Jones, I'll make it happen. Even animals move when the novelist is rocking. My doggy started barking, his ears just a flopping. Subliminally, I penetrate camps like an enemy. Flicking the lights, cancel sight, cause you're not seeing me.
You can try to oppress, you can try to impress. I'm just after success, none less, none less. You can look in my eyes, you can feel in my vibes. Live a king down inside, and it's so subliminal. I got God on my side, I ain't worried about none. If it ain't about money, then it ain't about none. Laughing at my enemies, I know they see me coming. If it ain't subliminal, they can't even see me coming.
Greetings, Earth creatures. I'm just kidding. Welcome back. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. So tonight we're doing trippy TikToks with me, TessaTNT, and they've been interesting and different. I'm kind of tempted to, instead of going for the For You, going for the ones I subscribe for, but I want to finish this last one that we have going on. So let's get her story out real quick, shall we? And then we'll go move on to the ones I'm subscribed to. So that should be great. Right. Ready? Here we go. I need to take her back just a smidge. All right, ready? Let's go.
And he says that his wife started peeking at him. At first, it was pranks. So he'd be like in the kitchen cooking his dinner, and he'd notice, or he'd feel like someone was watching him, and he'd turn around and his wife was just
creepy.
He said that it always used to make him jump, make him scared. She was hiding behind walls, under tables, and she'd never say anything. When she was caught, she'd just run away. She started doing it in really obscure places, like she'd get in an ottoman and just have her eyes poking out. It really started to freak him out and scare him, so he used to shout at her. And then he said that it kind of stopped for a bit. And while they were having dinner one night, he said, "Oh, you're not peeking at me anymore." And she said, "Maybe I'm just getting better at it and you're not noticing me." So then it starts getting creepy again, and he's noticing her a bit more. It's scaring him even more that she's not reacting to it. She's not laughing. She's not going, "Hey, I got you." She just runs away, walks away, and never acknowledges it. And there's one time where he's in the bathroom and he's hearing this weird sound. And he gets in the shower, he's locked the bathroom door.
Oh man, why you gotta creep me out like that?
For God knows how many minutes. She's peeking around the curtain at him.
Oh my gosh.
And her hair and her face is soaking wet, and it really scares him. So he shouts at her saying "This needs to stop." And she goes, and he gets out the shower and he locks the bathroom door because he's too scared to be around his wife. And he says he's in the room for 45 minutes. And he starts hearing this really heavy breathing, but excited breathing. And he thinks that she's next to the door, but he's too scared to look underneath the door in case she's in there staring. And then he says that he's working up the courage to unlock the door when he notices the cupboard in the bathroom door is slightly ajar, and she's just been in that cupboard. I feel sick saying this.
What?
She's standing in this cupboard just staring at him for 45, 50 minutes.
What the frack?
Excited that he's caught her out. So he unlocks the door. He runs to the bedroom, grabs the bag and gets in his car and drives away because he's like, "I don't want to live like this. It's gone further than a prank. She's scaring me." He goes to his brother's house and he tries to explain what's going on, and his brother's like, "Yeah, okay then." And his brother's wife's like, "I think she's just playing a prank." And he's like, "No, it's gone beyond a prank. It's terrifying. It's like she's haunting me. She's a creep." And then his wife starts texting him saying where have you gone? Why are you doing this? But never apologising, never saying sorry. And he just replies, "You know what you're doing. Until you admit to what you're doing and it stops, I'm not coming home." He decides to stay the night at his brother's house. And when they're all getting ready for bed, they're in the lounge. She's there at the window, and there's saliva marks on the window, and she's just staring at them. They all get creeped out, they all scream, and then she's gone. And he's like, look, I'm telling you, there's something wrong with her. So he calls her mum and he says, look, what's going on? And this mum just declines even talking about it. She's like, I don't have time for this. Bye. She obviously knows something's going on. He stays at his brother's house for a while. I don't know how long, but he says he's there for a while and he finally needs to get more clothes and he works up the courage to go to the house. So when they get to the house, they open the doors and it's all dark. She shut all the curtains. It's in the middle of the daytime, but it's dark. So the brother goes around and he's opening some curtains and they can see that the place is just trashed. And all of the like family photos have just been shattered. She's just trashed the place. And he goes upstairs to the bedroom to get his clothes. And as he's going up the stairs, he can smell rot and decay.
Ew.
Like, I'm not dealing with that. I'd call the police. No. Go into the bedroom, and that's where like a load of the mess is. There's photos strewn over the place, broken picture frames, just shit everywhere. And he's getting his clothes, and as he lifts up a pile of his clothes, he notices an eyeball, but he says it's a small eyeball, like an animal's. And in the cupboard, there's just eyes of different shapes and sizes that are clearly just from murdered animals. And he shouts and freaks out, and his brother's like, what's going on? He's like, something isn't right here. And that's when he starts hearing like that excited, raspy breathing. And he looks under the bed, and she's there just staring at him, excited that she's being caught. And he says that he was just petrified. He just stood there and he said to his brother, like, go and get help, go and get help. And his brother's like coming to the bedroom. He's like, don't come in here, go and get help. Her hands are covered in blood because she's like holding this glass and it's just been cut in her hands. And he gets down to the level and he's like, look, babe, you need help. I want to help you. After all, it's his wife, a creepy motherfucker, but it's his wife. And she reaches her hand out to him and he goes to grab it and then she stabs him with a bit of glass. And then he's like, bitch. And then he's just like, what? And he says that at that moment he knew that that wasn't his wife anymore, and they just
no, it's not.
He said that he felt like she was running after them, but they didn't want to turn around, and they got in the car and they drove away. He was too scared to go to the brother's house, and so was the brother, because she'd already been to his house. And he says he ended it, and we haven't had an update from him yet, but he ended it saying that he got himself in a hotel room, and he says that he keeps on feeling like someone's washing him. Ugh! Imagine being haunted by your wife, by something living. That's disgusting.
Okay, so is it the wife or is it the mimic? And out of all the eyeballs, did any of the eyeballs look like hers? Like, this does not seem right. This seems like a doppelganger or something that takes you out and then takes over your life, but doesn't do it quite right. I don't know. I'm tripped out. And yes, being haunted by an actual living thing or whatever, like people, to me, are scarier than ghosts. So, be that as it may, Wee T. Shane, that was a good story, girl. Let's see what her name is. George Ashley. Ashley Lai? Her scary story. I heard this story on a recent podcast. Oh, well, at least you admit it. But dang, girl, that is creepy AF. And yeah, the living, I have to say, are way creepier than the dead to me.
This may be the scariest story ever that I've ever heard.
So NASA's been putting out these star trail photos from the International Space Station.
I love these. I actually saw one of these, I believe it was last night, when I heard there's supposed to be some Perseids or meteorites or whatever. You know, you see shooting stars, you see meteorites, all these different things. Luckily not asteroids so far, but shooting stars and meteorites. Some going like flaming blue and stuff, but yeah, let's see what he has to say. And also, let's tune in here really quick to his name. _7club_. All right, let's get back at it, shall we?
Do you see the problem? Yeah, we get star trails because we're on the Earth. The Earth is
oh my
spinning,
gosh.
so we look up.
I gotta turn this down.
Trails. But look, here's the International Space Station, and it's supposed to be going around this. Is that what you would see? Also, any other time we see the International Space Station, you can't see any stars. In fact, we're always asking them, where are the stars? They say exposure. Well, how's this for exposure? I'm exposing your lies.
And seriously, like, is that the space station? How long ago was it that the James Webb Telescope told us there's a mothership and there's a whole curtailment of spacecraft that we're going one direction, then we're coming to our direction? It could take years. It could take days. Hard to say because we don't know how quickly they travel. Anyways, let's continue.
Exposing the deception of star trails from outer space. Every single one they release is inaccurate. The ISS is supposedly 250 miles away from Earth, going around it like this. You would see a perfect circle with a pole star. This is how the globe claims the ISS orbits it. As you can see, you would see the pole star, then you would. Then you would. And you would not get that perfect spiral pattern around a pole star.
No.
If this were true.
It would be moving.
Star trails wouldn't work on the flat Earth model either, because the ISS would do like a spirograph pattern.
Apple bottom jeans.
In the star trails, if you were filming the stars from the ISS. So, what's the conclusion here? Well, either this is completely fake, or it's a weather balloon watching the sky turn above us.
No.
So NASA's been putting out these star
Dude, no! It's this or that. I don't get it. I don't fracking get it. Okay, so there's something stationary in the sky. It's not the space station, because we know the space station orbits. Like I said, the James Webb Telescope told us we have spacecraft. An armada. Armada were the words that were used. Heading towards us. So, we know, do we not? I don't know, that space station is orbiting the Earth. But this is not. This is staying stationary. So, whatever it is staying stationary and, like, scanning the Earth, or what? What's happening? I do not know. I'm so confused. Let's move on, because I got nothing. The best speech against leftist policies you'll ever hear.
Mike Fody, and I'm from Buckingham Township, and I honestly don't know what country I'm living in anymore. You made the statement, and of course you've heard it so many times tonight, people violate the laws anytime they want. And you said it so cavalierly, so arrogantly. Of course, Mr. Harvey voted with you. Can you look at me, please? You disrespected the other voters. Thank you. A little bit of respect.
Yeah, come on.
I agree. You don't get punished anymore. That's where the country is, because of the losing liberal left policies. One state steal less than $900. It's okay. I go to Home Depot the other day to buy a tool. It's locked up. I asked the guy why. Oh, they come in shopping carts. They load it up, and we can't stop them. We're not allowed to do anything.
No.
Garbage policies you people endorse.
Yep.
Okay? Oh, but you know what? If you're a conservative Christian grandmother and pray outside an abortion clinic, you get 10 years under the FACE Act.
That's a fact. Yeah.
That's really fair, isn't it?
Totally.
So let me tell you something. Thank God on January 20th, there's a new sheriff in town. I know this pains you losing liberals, but you're going to have to get some TDS training. It's called Trump derangement syndrome. Because there's not going to be any more DEI. There's no more men and women's sports. There's no more men and women's locker rooms. Can you imagine your junior high daughter, self-conscious about her body, and she has to change or take a shower next to a naked man? These are the...
Okay, so I do have to interject there. Me remembering my junior high school years quite a bit back in the day. I didn't even get undressed after PE and shower with the other girls because that's how strange I felt to expose my body. I don't know if it's like my religion, being a Mormon at the time or what, but yeah, I'm like, I didn't sweat enough to be stanky, so I'm just gonna change my clothes and go on to home ec, okay? No, I would not. Could not even imagine going in there because a lot of the girls that were in my class were fracking bullies. So there was no way in hell, in Hades, I was going to shower with them. But to imagine doing that with boys in the room, come on now. What? I can't see it going like that because we already have boys' locker rooms, girls' locker rooms. Okay, so are they talking about a transgender or somebody like that? I'm not quite sure. Let's go back and see what he is talking about. Because I couldn't imagine.
The sick policies you people endorse. So that's gone. There's not going to be any more rapists and murderers coming over the border.
Out.
And I just got word that the killer rapist, illegal immigrant, just got sentenced for killing Lake and Riley.
Yeah. Thank God.
See, that's something you should cheer for, guys, not just look at me. No more illegal aliens on the voter rolls. That was a great one, wasn't it? You're fighting to take them back on. That's just great. But you know what? I know it pains you, but thank God Donald J. Trump is going to reverse it all. And by the way, please stay with these policies because 80% of Americans don't want them, never did, but you guys are too dense to understand this country is founded on Christian values. Thank you. It's Mike Fody, and I'm from Buckingham Township, and I honestly don't know what
step. This is what they're going to do, and it's at the time.
Okay, so I was going to go over to my following, but I'm still on my For You. I want to hear this update on the drone because I have been perplexed and weirded out and such about these things. So let's see what the crack they have to say.
Like, you should read the comments. People are like, are you crazy? Fake alien invasion. We're going to see lots of craft all over the United States. Really? That's about to happen? Yeah. Now it's here.
They are everywhere.
So how crazy does that sound? But he laid out, in fact, he's been talking about this for a long time, and he said what's going to happen is that they are going to start interacting with military craft. That's the next step.
It's already happened.
Interacting with these, and then you're going to have military craft getting shot down. This is all part of the plan. So listen to what he had to say about this. This is just a snippet. I encourage you to watch the full interview, but here's just a snippet. What do they want in this situation where they would want to start taking down aircraft? What do you know from your experience in the FBI that this deep state, what do they want?
The end goal is, and this is a long-term psychological operation, as well as physical operation as well. The long-term goal is ultimately to put together this grand operation called fake alien invasion. Now, the only fake part about it is going to be that the alien visitors are involved with this. They're not at all. Everything else is going to be real. The destruction that they bring to our cities is going to be real.
So
what?
9/11 much?
That was a year ago.
I do remember that.
I mean, John, of course, has been vilified by, they go after him because he was an FBI whistleblower. I mean, he left the FBI. And he's been basically, educating all of us about this. But anyway, that's just a small piece of it.
How dare he?
It's wild, though.
He's not the only one.
I'm telling you.
He's one of many people and sources that we've spoken to here over the past year who said that this was coming. And they gave us specific dates when they told us it was coming. And they hit those dates.
Yep.
So now it's here. But this is the most mind-blowing thing of all. A post on 4chan in 2022. Okay, now this has been removed. This has been
make it bigger. I would, but it'll skip me. Thank you.
From this, okay. So
where's my spectacles?
2022. The next false flag will be centered on the premise of malicious interdiction of nuclear source materials. It will not involve a nuclear device or nuclear detonation, but rather a radiological threat. Nuclear source materials will be deliberately leaked to target areas to inflict severe injuries through radiation exposure. The real number of casualties as a result of these attacks will remain very low. The purpose is to create a new method of restricting freedom of movement and new policies that will enable the government to continue its expansion of power. The media will display images of attack survivors who will have burns and lesions across their skin. Videos depicting overwhelming triage.
It's gonna be bad.
Victims vomiting or other unresponsive symptoms will be shared on social media. The threat of radiation exposure, an invisible enemy, will be used as the primary vector. Basically saying an application modeled after the COVID contact tracing will be installed on every mobile device that uses iOS or Android. The application will have to notify the user about potential hazardous exposures and recommend actions that they take should include voluntary exposure testing. Additionally,
Okay, so I have to pause for the cause for un momento, por favor. There's a video that I have right now in the side wings, like waiting for the end of the show, that is talking about. Okay, let me check that out. Anyways, it's talking about how there's a fog, and this fog has been there for quite some time. And this fog is not only fog, but it has like snowflake sort of things like flying through it. I'm going to have to show you guys this later because it is trippy. So, Adrian, if you're down, you should hang out for a little bit because we're going to check this shiz out. Hopefully that sound is better.
the cellular carriers will roll out automated SMS alerts that will have
I just had to turn it down because the music was like blasting out my eardrums, and no matter what I did in the sound system, it would not turn down. So, sorry.
similar functionality. This application will interface directly with the UICC mobile dialing service. If the user does not have this application installed, network connectivity will be prohibited. And it goes on and on from there.
You need to shut the front door.
So
this
is from
crazy
2022. 2000.
Her voice, oh my god, I thought it was like Siri or Alexis. You need to shut the front door. And here's it's her.
And then over the
Whoever
past
she
few
is.
days, the threat of radiation exposure because
Yes.
now they can't find the
Okay, I have to pause again because I have relatives, and at this point, they actually lived in Utah. There is this Utah anyway. But there was a UFO sighting. They both saw it. And it's my cousin. I'm going to say Deidre because I'm not going to say her real name. It starts with a D. And then her husband saw it. And they both ran to the door, just like I did. I was going to run out. I was going to see what the hell is that? As soon as I step foot outside, I step foot inside. I have kids to raise, you know? Otherwise, they're freaking lost. Well, for them, he made Deidre stay back, and he peeked his head up into the UFO. Guess what? He got cancer in this area, which spread to other areas. How do you explain that? Oh no, it was quite tripping, let's say. And super sad. That guy, I'm going to say Peter, his name starts with a P, but he was so amazing. He was freaking awesome. All right, let's go. Hello?
damn radioactive devices that wound up in the port of Newark and in a cargo container that are empty. Radiological devices that are empty.
That's what I said.
Are missing now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, many people, drone experts have said that in fact they're looking for something radiological right now. That the only reason these orbs, whatever they are up at night, these man-made craft, are as a result of a radiological exposure.
Oh my
Take it with a
God.
grain of salt, I guess, you could throw it out the window if you want to. Why are we
Seriously,
seeing this all?
I have to pause again. And it's perhaps because of what I've seen. Supposedly, these orbs are plasma somethings. Plasma orbs? I can't remember what they call them. But these are not because of nuclear stuff. These are due to the drones or whatever else is going on. Or the drones are there because of the orbs. There's a certain name for these plasma orbs. It's super weird. Yeah, I still haven't had any of those, Adrian, so I totally get it. But anywho's, these things are actually happening, and there's certain things that are encountering it that are so because of what the heck is happening. Okay, well, if you got a hangover, I guess that's a good one, but let's go.
Well, now
Holy
the timing of
shnikes.
it is absolutely perfect. 30 days before President Trump takes office. What is the purpose of it? Again, you can consult that 4chan post from 2022. It doesn't, it's up to you.
And that was another one. I'm not going to press that button. So, people are saying this whole plasma orb thing and this whole drone thing, I almost said droid, but drone thing is due to the fact that Trump got elected. Biden and Kamala, or whatever the correct you want to call her, did not. So, being that Biden is still in power, and yes, he's doing some really weird things in his last weeks of power. Some things that a lot of people are really peepee heard about. But anywho's, could this be the Project Bluebeam that they're talking about? Could this be something to keep them in power? Because if we're in war or something else is happening, we can't go on to the next one. I don't know, but it seems a bit shady, I must say. I don't know what you think, but it's a bit weird.
How you want to look at it. All of this step, this is what they're going to do. And it's at the time, you should read the comments. People are like, are you crazy? Fake alien invasion. We're going to see lots of craft all over the United States. Really? That's about to happen? Yeah. Now it's here. So how crazy does that sound? But he laid out.
I don't know if anybody can see this or not, but I just reported it.
Oh my God, what is it?
That is an SUV. Look at this. Completely fully submerged. It honestly looks like a Kia Soul.
It's been there for a while.
Can you guys see that?
Oh no. Oh. That makes me so sad. Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to cry.
When you first close your eyes.
But I don't know about you guys, I've watched different shows where they recover craft.
I don't know if anybody can see this or not, but I just reported it.
I'm thinking there might have been a child in here.
When you first close your eyes, when anyone closes their eyes for meditation, the first thing you're going to notice is the blackness. And there'll be movement in the blackness, just like looking at a bowl of black ink. And it's moving. It's all black ink, but you can still see the movement going on. So when you're sitting back and you first close your eyes, you're going to see blackness and there'll be movement in the blackness. Some people will tell you to try and stop that movement. Don't do that. That's ridiculous. If you're in there watching that movement, then that movement has nothing to do with you, and stopping it will do nothing for you. So allow the movement to go on. What else are you going to see? While you're in there, you're going to be seeing colors and shapes.
Flashes of light.
Out of the blackness and going into the blackness. The shapes will change shape. The colors will change color. But do nothing about that. There are many people out there that will try and tell you to stop that. Stop the shapes and the colors.
Just
Don't
stop
do
it.
that. They're not you. Obviously, you're in there watching those things. So stopping those will do nothing for you. Somewhere in there also, you'll be hearing chattering going on in the background. You'll be hearing your ego, your thoughts, thinking, trying to pretend that they're you. Don't try and stop those either. Obviously, if you're in there watching your thoughts and hearing the chattering, that's not you either.
I'm sorry.
So trying to stop that will do nothing for you. That's not the way. What you will notice is, as you're sitting there in that beautiful, pristine, clean little spot, deep inside your mind, you should be sitting there like you sit in your favorite reclining chair, just laid back, absolutely relaxed. So you're sitting there in stillness, and around you is the movements, chattering, thoughts, talking, voices, ego pretending to be you, chattering in the background, shapes coming and going, aches and pains and itches of the body.
I go through that stuff when I'm trying to go to sleep, but the entities have spoken predictions 2024/25. I will never contact you in private messages asking you if you want tarot readings. They are imposters. I don't even know who the frack you are. I think this might be a good place to go to my following, but I'm kind of intrigued to see what she has to say. To see if this ish is online or what. What do you guys think?
Predictions for 2024. Trump will be reelected president, and he will hold office for the longest time compared to any other president. Inner Earth civilizations are going to be made known. And it won't be disclosure. It's going to be because they impose themselves. In March, Planet Nibiru will be visible to Earthlings. Between February and March 2024.
Next month.
A planet 8 times larger than Earth is going to be visible to humans. Scientists are going to discover that there is a mirror Earth within our solar system. Opposite gravity. And the sky is not blue, but red and purple, as their oceans reflect the sky.
Wow.
And yes, it is a habitable planet. 2024. CERN, or an agency similar to CERN, is going to expose interdimensional travel.
Okay, so that brings me to a point. You guys remember how all these drones and plasma balls and everything like that are hanging around and doing certain ish that they shouldn't be doing? Remember how Bernstein bears and all these different things are different than they're supposed to be? Even Fruit Loops? Like, come on, leave our cereal alone. Is this because of CERN and CERN doing the Hadron Collision? Could this be changing-ish? Even though, using the God particle and doing different things like that has not done what they want it to do, but at the same time, I know, Jen, I said hello. Hello, Jen. At the same time, could this be why these Mandela effects have been happening? Could this be why these plasma balls are hanging out? Because they did it recently at a certain time where it opened a portal where they're here. And people are like, yeah, it's plasma ball balls. The United States has been working on this forever, and it just escaped from a lab. No, give me a break. I don't think so. This is something else. This is something quite intriguing and very interesting, as my friend Adrian has said. Good Lord. There's a lot.
They've already done it. They've already succeeded.
Yep.
But they will come out and tell everyone. Once the different dimensions are going to be explained, this is going to give validation. Not quite, but almost to a flat Earth reality. But it's not what we think. There are going to be different dimensions. And all these dimensions are all stacked on top of each other, forming plates. Or what seems to be plates as an ideology. Texas and Florida are going to want to separate from the rest of the United States. They want to become independent. This is a plan. This year, dragons are going to be rediscovered not discovered. They already existed. They already lived amongst men.
I believe that.
It's just going to be explained. There's going to be evidence, but not of a dead species, of a living, thriving species with over 2,000 breeds of dragons. They breathe fire, they fly, and they communicate with man telepathically. Between now and Christmas, a famous singer that we all thought to be deceased will come out admitting to have faked his own death. And this person is legendary. It is a male with black hair.
Oh shit. So I was gonna say, is it Elvis? Is it George Michael? Is it well, black hair, that sounds like Mr. Presley.
And white. If there are not to be any more timeline shift, these are the predictions from 2024 to all the way to the end of 2025.
Damn, girl.
Allow some discrepancies.
Okay. Oh.
Time is not linear. Time-space is not linear. It's not a straight road. It can alternate at any time.
Never.
But for now, this is the set timeline.
Good Lord.
My predictions for 2024. Trump will be reelected president. And he will hold office for the longest time compared to any other president.
I have to stop right now and see, when was this put out? Because you're saying things we already fracking know. Oh, December 23rd, 2024. Yeah, I think we already knew that. Anyways. Otherwise, it's been pretty intriguing. Let's see what else she has to say.
Inner Earth civilizations are going to be made known. And it won't be disclosure. It's going to be because they impose themselves. In March, planet Nibiru will be visible to Earthlings. Between February and March 2024.
We've seen it before, too.
A planet 8 times larger than Earth is going to be visible to humans. Scientists are going to discover that there is a mere...
Okay, so I just have to say really quick, that was very intriguing, but it was lasting forever. She was just like drawing it out and shit. Should go back and see who it is, but pretty sure we can find it if we needs be. Let's talk about something that we don't talk about enough.
Talk about something that we don't talk about enough. And I don't want to hear any judgment from my
got the chills.
Because I'm a kind, gentle person. And I never even talked back to my mom growing up, and if I ever did, oh my gosh.
My kids last
beat me
week.
up. They beat me up.
What?
My 7 and my 5-year-old beat me. Today I was kicked in the chest, slapped in the face, and punched in the jaw for trying to get pants on a kid to go to school. The issue is, there was no discipline we're allowed to give back.
Okay, so all I gotta say about that, and my daughter, she likes to test her boundaries. She's like, Mom, oh, wrong one. Mom, because I threatened her yesterday because her smut mouth and her disregard and her disrespect to whoop her with a belt. Well, guess what? I got that. Worse than that, I got the wooden spoon and the sandal and different things like that. But I was like, if you don't get your ass out there, you're gonna get whipped. She's like, Mom, guess what? If you whip me, then that's abuse, and I'm gonna call the cops, and they're gonna come and get me. I'm like, yeah, and they're gonna put you into foster care. But anyways, I know several mothers that deal with this. For me, it's just smut of the mouth, abuse of the mouth. My kids projecting verbal vomit towards me. Never has it ever been physical, except for like my older ones, but the ones these days, my younger ones, haven't ever had that experience. It's just like they're very good with their words, etc. So I feel bad for this girl. I really do. So I want to go back over here and I want to go to my following. Okay, I'm going to have to zoom in on this one because I can't see that clearly. Following. Listening. Uh-oh. Hey. I love Call Me Chris. She is freaking epic. Let's see what time it is. Oh, man. All right, let's go.
Where are you going? Just gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, okay, I'll pause it. Oh, no, you can just let it play. What? You can just let it play. I don't care. You can pause it. I want you to pause it. Just go. I'm sorry.
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh my god. I would keep going, but you know what, guys? I gotta go take a pause for the cause. My kidneys are really yelling at me right now, so I'm very intrigued by this next one coming up. Anyways, this break we have Miss Tamara Bubble again, we have Mr. Griff, and we also have it's Prime Example, featuring Carolyn Giles with Dancing Machine. Griff, Tamara Bubble, you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Okay, yo, here's the scoop. You can still be a slave, you're whipped and loop. That's the truth. Got big houses, nice cars. That's real cute, but it doesn't mean nothing. You ain't free to choose. When I say free to choose, no alarm clock, don't gotta hit the snooze. The world is backwards, I'm so confused. They say freedom of speech, but when you speak your mind, they blow a fuse. Just being honest, common sense and common. It's kind of ironic. My freedom, recently bought it. Now I'm a target. If I do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing, come on, man. Let freedom ring. Yeah. United States become divided states. The world is filled with all kinds of shades, and still resegregate. Parents separate from the children, that's not okay. We should be free to laugh and play. Do it now, before you pass away. Fight for what's right, enough for everybody to get a piece of the pie. Brainwash, social media, full of lies. Go to work, pay bills, then you die. Need a breakaway, guns, get rid of the AKs. Our ancestors paved way since the slave days, but we still hurting. Carry that burden. Stop playing victim, beat the system. Love is love, it should be shown. Can't grow unless you leave your comfort zone. This I know, I learned all this from the mentorship. Kids don't know what independent is. Take advantage what your parents did. Go against the grid, you have to. Like going to the bathroom, learn the right songs. Cause of Matthew, liberty like statue. They call now the present, cause it's a gift. It should be cherished, last name fearless, not Harris. All thanks to my parents' parents. Now, love the last name every time that I hear it, cause I know what it represents. Climb the fence, so now I got freedom. Such a beautiful thing. Freedom. Such a wonderful thing. Freedom. Such a beautiful thing. Freedom. Such a wonderful thing.
poppin', we been poppin' like
Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Pringles in the whip. I be stacking them chips like Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Big bank, baby, money grip. I be stacking them chips. Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Pringles in the whip. I be stacking them chips like Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Big bank, baby, money grip. I be stacking them. I ain't never been afraid of a strange beat. New track from the crates, but the same me. Lights on, bills paid, bring the same heat. Couldn't picture me spend the same unless you frame me. Low key, humble brag, never change me. New money coming in, the bank's changing. The quarters to dollars to checks every hour. That money come in when I sleep or I shower. That's motivation, that dedication. I can see my dreams, I'm already chasing. That bezel clean, watch me embrace it. I'm a single girl, but already taken like a stick-up kid. They already shaking. No Harlem, Brooklyn, being known for break-ins. Bubble on deck, being known for caking. Stacking and saving that move up out the hood money. This that, we been eating good money. This that, really wish you would, homie. This that, see you laughing but broken funny. So get up out the hood, homie. Ain't no rentals over here, dummy. And no, they don't really think that we own it. We been poppin', look on. Love the money, but the money live a long time and on. Yeah, them bills, so got the money with my own ground. That move up out the hood money. This that, we been eating good money. This that, really wish you would, homie. We been poppin' like Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Pringles in the whip. I be stacking them chips like Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Big bank, baby, money grip. I be stacking them chips. Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Pringles in the whip. I be stacking them chips like Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Big bank, baby, money grip. I be stacking them. I ain't never been afraid of investing. I'm talking more than dice games and I'm scratch offs. Lottery jackpots and $100 million. So who you think they making money on the backs of? Ain't no gambler today. Ain't no gambling with my money that I built up. Got my money strong, yeah, my money long, my money song. Not one business, but no businesses. Natural growth, I mean no business. New growth like my natural hair. Yeah, I'm 10 toes down on the show business. Like back up off, man, ain't no move around, no business. Bring the track up with the tracks out in the booth way. Steady running your mind, talking this and that. But it's that, move up out the hood money. This that, we been eating good money. This that, really wish you would, homie. This that, see you laughing but broken funny. So get up out the hood, homie. Ain't no rentals over here, dummy. And no, they don't really think that we own it. We been poppin', look on. Love the money, but the money live a long time and on. Yeah, them bills, so got the money with my own ground. That move up out the hood money. This that, we been eating good money. This that, really wish you would, homie. We been poppin' like Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Pringles in the whip. I be stacking them chips like Pringles in the can. All the money really got me dancing. Big bank, baby, money grip. I be stacking them chips.
But you can't read, no man, but you can't read, no man, but you can't leave. You can't leave. You're right where you wanna be. That is right, here with me. You're right where you wanna be. Right with me. You can be anything you want. If that's what you really want, you can be anything you want. Want to do right now is leave it soon. All I wanna do. All I want to do right now is leave it soon. For girl, I'm wasting time. Not trying to lose my mind. Know that I am wasting time. Not trying to lose my mind. If you want to left behind in this rat race, go back to my place where I know it is safe, and lock myself in my room. Won't watch the news, cause it is so confused. What can I do if I lose you? All I want you to do right now is leave me soon. All I wanna do. All I want you to do right now is leave me soon. Okay. She was a loompa, now her body super duper. Getting a lot of attention she was never used to. Hitting me up like I was Uber. Got a few miles, so I guess she's a cougar. Real winner, never seen her with a loser. Gorilla talk, ooga booga booga. Scuba, tuba, diver, I'm a rider. Getting cider, sweet like cider. Fighter, rider. Neither wants to get it going. Know it, hold it, fold it, blow it. Wait, I'm joking. Cages broken from these beasts. From down east on the streets, it's a zoo. All I want you to do right now is leave me soon. All I wanna do. All I want you to do right now is leave me soon for good.
Just make hits. You won't do all that posting naked pics for likes, and I ain't make this up. I can't fake this. Seeing it, loving it, feeling it, breathing it. Saying it, doing it, running it, barely. I'm a natural winner. I'm the one that you invite to meet your parents for dinner. Cause I can take a couple L's and I'ma bounce right back. Just so you and all your friends can hit the bounce like that. Cause I'm seeing it, loving it, feeling it, breathing it. I'm a natural winner. I'm the one that you invite to meet your parents for dinner. Cause I can take a couple L's and I'ma bounce right back. Just so you and all your friends can hit the bounce like that. Cause I'm a lover and a fighter and a giver and a pleasure and pain and boss deliver it out. Yeah, I make this look real easy. Everybody hate Chris, but I'ma win like breezy. But I started later on the way to the top and can't stop, so don't push not one button on this elevator. They try to push my buttons and start levitating, rise above it all. I can tell that you fake when you're shaking my hand, and the smile on your face shows me even you're greeting and meeting and love is hating. I'm actually amazing, but modestly saying I ain't waiting for cosigns or playlists, cause I ain't nowhere close to my greatness. I don't do all that boasting, just make hits. You won't do all that posting naked pics for likes, and I ain't make this up. I can't fake this. Seeing it, loving it, feeling it, breathing it. Saying it, doing it, running it, barely. I'm a natural winner. I'm the one that you invite to meet your parents for dinner. Cause I can take a couple L's and I'ma bounce right back. Just so you and all your friends can hit the bounce like that. Cause I'm seeing it, loving it, feeling it, breathing it. Bentley. I'm a natural born winner. I'm the one that you invite to meet your parents for dinner. Cause I can take a couple L's and I'ma bounce right back. Just so you and all your friends can hit the bounce like that. Cause I'm the one you gon' call when you're lonely. I'm the new girl on the block you gon' show off to your homies. I'm telling you now we gon' vibe in the booth. How you crave another feature like I'm your sweet tooth. All my people wanna see me shine, but I don't pray for you to fall cause I don't play with karma. When I slide through, it's gon' be bad timing. Like, watch out, little homie, watch out. I'm
Oh, dang. I'm just getting everything set up here real quick, guys. Man, oh man. Tonight has been pretty crazy, pretty weird. What? I don't know what you think about the things that we've gone over so far, but for me, I'm blown away. So I have a couple of videos that I could share, or we could just continue with the YouTubers. But let me look over here really quick and pull this up and see, because there's a couple that have been going on that I emailed to myself to share with you. I don't know. They're both very trippy, very crazy. Okay, so one is an urgent PSA about the fog. The other one is shocking the UFO. So let's go ahead and do this one first. Pause it. Pause. I said pause. Going to have to present it really quick. Okay, so let's just watch this one really quick until I get this other one pulled up, because stuff is being weird. Maybe it's perhaps it doesn't want me to show you, but I'm still going to show. Let's go.
What you are looking at is a shape shifter. If you're new to my content, welcome. Nothing but good vibes here. I've been sharing my story, my encounters for the past 2 years. I have a lot
Pisces,
of footage.
444.
I have a lot of stories I still haven't told. Man, this happened 5:14 a.m. this morning. Well, excuse me, yesterday morning. Y'all, for the past 2 days, there's been fog. Late at night, early morning. But watch it. At the end, I even slow it down. I want y'all to watch where I slow it down. How it comes in. There is nothing on the camera lens. Look how that rabbit just... No. I want y'all to zoom in, though. Ooh. Come on, man. See how it came in, how it moved. That's why I was telling you guys. I know what I'm seeing. These creatures. And then when I go, you know, somebody come over, next thing you know, it's a squirrel or it's a cat. This shit is literally shape-shifting. Now, this is a slower version. Now, watch it. It's two of them. I think it's two of them. Or it... So, look.
It could be, or could just be spreading out.
Over there by the side of the car, and then it, boom, it teleports back into that same spot. Just keep watching. Zoom in on it. Boom.
Yeah.
Right there. And then a rabbit comes out.
The cat runs away.
Man, holla at Columbus, Ohio.
Holla at your boy.
What you are looking at is a shape.
Right. So instead of doing that one, we're going to do this one. And I finally realized what the crack I have to do to get this one to show. Thank you for being patient with me. But this is an urgent PSA. This is from Mindseed TV. These guys are epic. I know, like, watching a lot of their stuff, I'm like, really? Because it's just fantastical and it seems totally organized or whatever. But what he's talking about right now, a lot of people have dealt with. And this does not make sense.
Came across some really scary and shocking news. The fog is actually a problem. What you're about to hear is crazy. Like this is mind-blowing. Air quality alert. Florida air quality alert effective tonight. Residents advised to take precautions. Residents across Hillsborough County are under an air quality alert through midnight Wednesday due to elevated fine particle levels. Main pollutant. Now just pay attention to this part right here. Look, you see this right here? PM 2.5 concentration is currently 2.1 times the World Health Organization annual PM 2.5 guideline value. So I didn't know what PM 2.5 was, but I'm going to look it up with you right now so you don't have to go Google it yourself. What is PM 2.5? PM 2.5 refers to particle matters with a diameter of 2.5 micrometers or less. These are tiny particles that can be inhaled and penetrate deep into the lungs. PM 2.5 is a major major air pollutant that can cause various health problems, including respiratory infections, heart disease, and cancer. Now, why wouldn't that be all over the headlines of the news? Why wouldn't news outlets be saying, hey, residents, stay inside your homes? There's something outside right now in the air that can cause cardiovascular issues, respiratory infections, and cancer. Don't you think that your news outlets should be telling you stuff like that? So let's see what ChatGPT had to say about this. So here's what I asked. Is it abnormal that Florida has had a heavy...
They should be letting this stuff go, but, you know, everybody's paid off by the same people, same directive. So therefore, now they are not.
Thick fog over the last 4 days straight, and the fog has visible particles which look like snow. Also, government websites have released statements that the air should be avoided and not breathed in, as the air quality level across the state of Florida has a chemical called PM2.5 in it, which can be harmful if inhaled. I've lived in Florida for 40 years and never seen or heard of this, but recently, with all these unknown drones being spotted all around the place, this is also going on. Here's ChatGPT's response. Are you ready? The situation you describe, persistent heavy fog in Florida with visible particles resembling snow, along with warnings about PM 2.5 levels, is highly unusual and could have several explanations. Let's break it down. Weather-related factors. Fog in Florida. Florida is known for its high humidity, which can produce fog. However, persistent, thick fog lasting several days is uncommon, especially if it has unusual visual characteristics like snow-like particles. PM 2.5 air quality warning. These particles can be made up of dust, dirt, soot, or chemicals, and are small enough to penetrate deep into the lungs or even enter the bloodstream. Prolonged exposure to high levels of PM 2.5 can cause respiratory and cardiovascular problems. Source of PM 2.5. Natural sources include wildfires, dust storms, or volcanic activity, though not typical in Florida. We haven't had any wildfires, no dust storms, no volcanic activity. So scratch out the natural sources. Human sources. Industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, agricultural activities, or chemical releases. You want me to read that again for you? Chemical releases. Atmospheric events, a recent industrial incident, a chemical spill, or even distant wildfires could release particles into the atmosphere that are carried over long distances. And then number 3, unusual visual snow-like particles. Particles visible to the naked eye are typically larger than PM 2.5, which makes this even more unusual. Possible sources include ash or industrial fallout, ash from fires, or chemical plants can settle in the air and resemble snow. Chemical precipitate. If specific chemical reactions are occurring in the atmosphere due to pollutants or aerosols, they might create unusual particle formation. Unknown environmental factors. Unexplained phenomena, like those potentially linked to high drone activity, remain speculative but worth noting, given the context. Government warning and drones. Government statements on air quality. Public warnings about avoiding outdoor air due to PM 2.5 are rare in Florida, which typically has good air quality. The timing of these warnings alongside visible particles in the fog is suspicious and suggests a significant environmental or industrial event. ChatGPT just said the timing of these warnings alongside the visible particles that everybody is seeing and uploading is suspicious. Why this is...
I would say that's very suspicious. And also, man, I had a point. I was going to do it, then it wouldn't pause when I wanted to, and then I'm like, what the crap was I going to say again? But no, there's different freaking things that are happening, whether it's a train crash. Was it in Ohio or Pennsylvania? I can't remember. Somewhere in there. Oh, don't worry. There's nothing wrong. And then all of a sudden, like 2 to 3 weeks later, you guys need to evacuate. This is very toxic. There's so many things that our government does that they don't admit, including UFOs and AIPs and whatever crap else that we're looking at, that they've been privy to. They've known about this forever. The world has known about this forever. Our government has been like parents. We're just not going to let you know. We're just going to let it ride. We're just going to let it ride out. But no, something is happening. What with the fog? Yes, the fog happens during certain hours. In these different videos I've watched, these are in hours when they shouldn't. And the weather, it's generally a certain temperature, not the same. And then you see these particles. It looks like dust particles or snow particles. Something is happening, guys, and this is quite ridiculous.
Is unusual for Florida. Florida is not known for consistent thick fog or poor air quality. The combination of phenomenon, especially with visible particles and government warnings, it's highly irregular. It's highly irregular. The lack of a clear natural explanation like wildfires or volcanic eruptions makes this more concerning. Conclusion. The situation is highly unusual and may indicate a combination of environmental and possibly human-made factors. The PM 2.5 warnings, snow-like particles, and persistent fog suggest a need for transparency from authorities, which we have not gotten about anything that's gone on in the last, 3 weeks. There is PM 2.5 in the air, some kind of chemical particle that I've never even heard of. There's a couple different websites that said there was a warning out and telling people not to go and breathe this stuff in, but I didn't really see any news coverage on that. Did you? Did anybody tell you, hey, it's not safe to go outside and breathe?
Well, it's kind of like that Sabrina Carpenter song. Yeah, I know you're dying to go out for some fresh air, but just stay under here, under this ceiling fan, because that's just as good, right? No. They're saying, don't go out. Stay in. Don't go do things. Stay in. Do this, not that. Good Lord. Another fracking thing our government, aka our parents, are saying.
Breathe this stuff in? They didn't say it to me. I had to find it myself, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys.
Thank you.
And I was out in it yesterday.
Yeah, dude. That's bad. That's another freaking bad. Okay, there was one more that I wanted to share with you. And then if we have time after that, then I shall share another one with you. But holy Nikes. Yeah, I just had to share that one with you because forget about it. What the government's doing, they think they're all cool and shit, but they really aren't. Watch 2025 shocking new UFO and UAP sightings, orbs, plasmoids, New Jersey drones, and aliens spotted in yada yada.
Very early in 2020.
Yes, very early in 2020. Alright, let me turn this off. I have to go back over here and share so you can see. Isn't it strange? And it's like the government ain't saying shit. It's like in, I almost said New Orleans, which there's weird stuff happening there too, but New Jersey, all over the place over there, even going across the United States. And for some reason, we don't hear about it because, like I said, the news outlets are owned by the very same people. I don't want you to know that this is nationwide or worldwide or whatever, when it is. It really is. And yes, there's plasmoids, and people are like, oh, these are just plasmoids that our government's been playing with, and they must have escaped from the lab, and now they're out here doing whatever, and so we're sending drones up for it. Really? Really? Sorry. No, it's friggin' redonkulous, and it's dumb that they think we're dumb enough to fall for their shiz, because we ain't. We're smarter than that. So let's go right here. This is by Mindset TV again, and shocking new UFO UAP sightings. Dude, you gotta check this out.
Very early in 2025, all hell is going to break loose.
The fog rolling through. Dense fog advisory for parts of South Florida.
But the weirdest part is the taste and smell.
Look,
Look,
y'all. Plane. No.
Remember that thing where everybody was like, birds aren't real. They're government psyops. I have birds. I own chickens. Both of them have been killed by predators. I know they're real, and I never found any sort of digital device, but yes, they have been used in the past as governmental things, but let's keep going and not think birds aren't real.
We're going into 2025 right now with a lot of questions that are still unanswered. UFO sightings, orb sightings, drones with no updates from the government, strange fog appearing all around the world now, alien-like beings being spotted on people's ring cams and security cams. We got a lot to cover right now, and today is that video, so let's get to it.
Alright, so I just need to say really quick, if you haven't yet, just go over here to the channel, MindSeedTV, and subscribe. Click the bell, give it a tickle, whatever your means are, and make sure you're ready for the next ones because, you know, in the past it's been like different investigations, etc., but with all this ish going on with us and our government, aka parents, there's a lot of stuff coming out. So make sure you subscribe, tickle the bell. That way you know next time they come out, because he's been on top of this a lot lately. Let's
talk about the drones for a quick second, because a lot of people are still seeing drones flying at night.
They're literally everywhere. There are so many hovering right now over Lake Ray Hubbard. Look at that.
Not many people have seen them during the day, and a lot of people have been asking, why is that? How can we never see them during the day? Well, one guy actually captured one flying over his house in the mid-daylight in like a regular neighborhood. This is not a military training base or anything like that. Take a look at this.
And that's a freaking drone. That is one that has been known about. But a lot of these things happen at night. A lot of these are not recorded as far as we know what they are. And are they up there because of the plasmoids? Are they up there because they're looking for whatever was stolen from the sea cart that was transporting this nuclear thing? I'm sorry I'm breaking up, but I cannot wrap my mind around it. But we're transporting from Ukraine some nuclear thing. Then all of a sudden it looks like some sea creature came and wrecked the whole freaking thing, and the nuclear whatever it was, probably bomb, was missing. What the hell is fracking happening? Like, this is redonkulous. This is dumb. What they're showing right now. That's just to be like, look, this is what this is, when it's not. It's fucking not. Oh yeah, it's no longer available. We need to make it
confirmed. A lot of people have comments on that. I even checked with ChatGPT. I uploaded a photo of that. You guys don't use ChatGPT, you should check it out. You can upload photos to it and ask what ChatGPT thinks it is. And the first thing that it said is it looks like a Reaper Q9 drone. And when I googled a Reaper Q9, that's exactly what it is. Look at the shape with the long wings. Look at the tail. It's the exact same thing.
It's larger and more powerful than the MQ-1 Predator and is designed to execute time-sensitive targets with persistence and precision and destroy or disable those targets.
Surveillance, attack strikes, they can carry missiles. So there is a military unmanned autonomous drone flying over civilian neighborhoods. Government's still saying they don't know what the drones are. That right
there is bullshit. Okay, so the government's like, we don't know. Flight simulators or people that work at the airport, people that see screens. We don't know. They're not just flying around like this motherfucker. They're floating for hours. You know how drones are. We don't have hours. Maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2.5. Depends on your, I was about to say orb, but your drone. It really depends on what you got going on there. As per usual, the government is lying to us. I just want you to know, in case you don't. But yeah, check into this, like what we're about to share some more, and make your own decision.
Right there is one of ours, and that's in the daylight. They're still out there, and the mainstream media isn't going to talk about it that much. They're also trying to suppress it on social media apps like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're all over the place. They're literally over everywhere.
I don't know if you guys heard about this, but do you remember when that UAP apparently crashed?
Drone crash somewhere behind where I'm standing. We're working to get that information confirmed with officials.
The coverage couldn't get anywhere close to it.
Police are being extremely tight-lipped, referring all questions to the FBI. I asked one firefighter right before he left, and he politely said that he is not at liberty to say.
Apparently there was a guy that was in the store when the UAP drone whatever crash happened, and when he came out, he started filming.
I am at the site of the down drone in New Jersey, Hillsborough, New Jersey. I am currently in pursuit.
Oh, guess what? In this parking lot, I just want to let you know, in case you didn't, in this motherfucking parking lot right here, I want you to know, right over here, there was no UFO or UAP crash. That never happened. So, yeah, that's why all these vehicles and everything are parked over there, because that shit never happened. Well, I'm sorry about the echo. I didn't realize going from one screen to the other, I didn't cancel that out, so hopefully you'll hang around a bit. Let's go. Bitch. Yes!
Pursuit.
You did it live on TikTok.
I'm just so sick of the news stations like acting like they don't know anything and this and that. Let's have some actual real live footage here. Fox News literally just asked me for an interview. Here comes the bullshit live. It doesn't have to be something crazy. I do find it weird that the government, nobody knows what it is.
Yeah, find out what's going on. Thanks a lot, man. What's your name?
Tony.
Tony what?
Tony B.
Tony B. Tony B, what town you live in, Tony? Hillsborough.
Next thing you know, his live feed got cut. He got banned from going live on TikTok. Like that.
Okay, as you guys know, I was just banned while combing the site of the crash. Right now, there is an incredible amount of activity over there, helicopters and drones flying all over, and I cannot go live.
Why do you think that would be? And then there's this guy who decided to return to the scene on a snowy day to check out the UAP crash site. Take a look at this. This is really interesting.
A Jeep Gladiator that is parked over there, kind of just stalking us here in the parking lot. Again, we're right here at the Lowe's, right at the...
It's like, don't you have something better to do? Like, you just gotta come around and stalk me and follow me and do whatever the crack you're doing. Don't you have something better to do? Doesn't the government have needs and wants and needs? Come on. Honey. Good Lord.
UAP crash site right now, and again, my whole theory here and why we came here was because radioactive material will melt snow if there's enough of it. Now there's two things that I caught here, okay? One being this right here.
Oh my god, I think I know who this is. He's from the East Coast. He's a YouTuber. A lot of his fish is scam. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer, but what he's saying makes sense when you look at this little... On the parking lot, you see a footstep, you see this kaboosh. It shows where it hit, where it splattered.
It looks as if something hit and splattered that way, okay? Now, there's another one here.
I can't believe he just said that. He just took the words out of my mouth. And
here. And in my full video on YouTube, this hits, splatters that way. Now we're gonna have to walk just a little bit further down here, so hold on 1 second here with me while I show you this, because this is really interesting. There's a third one down here. I thought these were like little, like water line, like covers or holes. It's not. It's pure asphalt. And again, this one looks like it hits and disperses that way right there.
I just gotta say, it's not my asphalt, it's your fault.
So again, I'm not saying this radioactive material, but I am saying that radioactive material makes ice melt if there is enough of it in one spot.
He made some really good points. He said that if there was radiation in this drone, radiation typically, it won't gather snow. Snow won't stick to it. Snow will just melt away from it. And I find it kind of odd that he said that he felt like he was being watched by this military-looking truck that was off in the distance, just parked there, keeping an eye on him. Something's going on, guys. Something weird is happening. Yeah. Now, have you guys heard about the airplanes going down recently? Because there's a couple airlines that have had to do emergency landings, and it's getting kind of weird.
The frightening moments on an American Airlines flight from LaGuardia Airport here in New York to Charlotte. Moments after takeoff of bird strike leading to engine failure.
Right into the jet.
Apparently they said a bird went into the propeller. I'm going to show you something a little bit odd about this whole situation. A couple days before that happened, someone uploaded a video on TikTok, and I thought that's just some kind of CGI. Someone probably added some effects to the video to make this bird look like it was electrical.
That's freaking weird, because, you know, I was talking about people talking about droids. Droids ain't real. But I do know the government has used pigeons and different things to transmit messages or to plant bombs or to spy. Do you remember not too long ago? I don't know if you saw it or not, but there was a fragging video where a little tiny thing, it was like a little bitty tiny mosquito flying in through the vent. It's just like, guess what? This little tiny mosquito motherfucker had a camera attached to it and was able to film the people that were in there. It's like, the people that they were after were asleep. And then they went through checking on the family. The kids were asleep. Everybody's asleep. And all of a sudden it's like, boom, boom, boom. They come in. But yeah, that was a little tiny mosquito camera. If they have something that small, it doesn't say birds don't have it either or the same. I don't even know how to say it right now, but look at this guy.
So there was a couple different theories about that. Some people said that it was flying through a charged atmosphere, that's why it was blinking. But then there's other people saying, well, maybe that was a drone and it was malfunctioning. The military has been known to use drones for like surveillance that look like birds, but they don't really fly like that. Now check this out. Footage leaked from China of them testing out one of their newest models of drones that looks, flies, and moves just like a bird. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, if it looks just like a bird, it's meant to fly into areas it's not supposed to be in, gather data, gather intel, survey, interfere with airlines. You ever think about that? What if that wasn't a bird that flew into that propeller? I'm just asking you a question.
I agree. Oh. Man, wish we could slow it down more, but yeah, it's like dirt in there.
Hey, listen, yo, check this out, yo. I see something in the sky, yo. I'm telling you. Hold on. Yo, check this out. No BS, man.
No BS.
This is right here in the middle of the road. Like, I'm driving down the road here. Look, this is my car right here. No BS, yo. No BS. This thing is in the road, in the sky right there, in front of me. I'm on the road going to Somerville, like this thing turning. What the f is going on?
This guy stopped, got out of his car, and he looks up, and the object is in the same spot every time he looks up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that that's not CGI. He actually saw this in the sky. Let's keep watching.
A car coming down the road. Yeah. Hold on. A car looking too. Hold on. The car probably see it too. No BS, yo. That thing is in the sky. Look, y'all. I want to know if the car see it.
The triangular shape seems to be common, and I'm going to show you guys a couple more clips right now of people who captured the exact same thing.
We don't know. You know what? They look like lanterns. They do.
You can hear the buzzing.
Oh, this is here in Colorado. What the crack? Where in Colorado? I want to know. Because I've been looking. Those are not a good sign.
And they literally just went down and around, like down to the water.
Oh my God, look at them in the
then they went up.
Wow.
And then now they're right about here. And look at that. That's a triangle right there that they're creating. A perfect triangle. Nobody knows what they are. They're just flittering in the sky.
My phone came.
They were in the sky and then they came back down.
It seems to be a common pattern. If you notice a lot of people who were talking about UFOs and disclosure and stuff, like even Stephen Greer, his logo is a 3-dot triangle. So if it's made up, why are people seeing this all over the place? Take a look at this. Now this video right here is crazy too. If you haven't seen this,
Okay, so I was about to say, like, when we first started off, remember those two little lights over there? Those definitely were flares. But then they showed this, and it's a 3-pointed something or another. Let's go.
This was from December 21st, and this was in a Target parking lot in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Target.
Yeah. I think so. Whoa.
Now let's take a look in Arizona on Christmas Eve. Look at this.
Oh my God!
Wow.
What is this?
Holy shit, this looks kind of like my family's backyard, but this thing over here is not okay. So this is not my family's backyard, but every time I go there, I try to see where's the Mount Tones, some lights.
Bro, what is this? No, it's not Charlie. Those stinks.
The back porch looks exactly like this.
Look at it.
And then there was a strange formation seen in Georgia just recently in the midst of all this strange fog, which we're about to get into in a moment. People are seeing this weird fog all over the place, but look at this formation that was captured in the daytime in Georgia.
Look at the alien invasion now.
Yes,
it is an alien invasion. What is it? Look at them. They moving in circles at the top. See, the formation on the right, and then they got another formation in the middle, and another formation on the left.
Aliens, who is this? They don't live with us.
No, this is crazy. I don't know what is going on today, but what is this?
Wow.
Not the only one seeing this, is it?
Now, with all these strange drone sightings and orbs in the sky, people are still trying to figure out, are the orbs just drones? And my answer to you would be no. I showed a peek of this in the last upload that I did, but I didn't really show the full video in length with the guys talking about what it is. Take a look at this.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it on the camera. It's like a dome.
That's a UFO.
Quiet.
What the fuck? Like literally, dude, that's weird in the sky right there.
Seriously.
Dude, are we watching a comet or a shooting star falling?
No, that's not moving quick enough. There's no tail. That's a UFO.
There's no blue or red
Look,
lights.
something's coming off.
What the?
Whoa, bro.
It's coming right here.
Like that. It's kind of like an aura coming off. I've never seen anything like it. I got my video on $2 in a video. What the fuck is that?
Dude, this is nuts.
Look at the UFO around.
Look at the lights going off in two sides,
though. Look, it's moving. Look at the lights are moving around it. What the fuck?
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's like,
Oh my god, I see that.
Look, it's going up. It's taking off. No fucking way.
What the fuck? It just went out to space.
What?
It just went out to space.
What the?
It just went out to space. Holy
oh my god.
It literally just takes off into outer space. It's floating there, hovering, and at the speed that it shoots out of there, that's not just like a regular SpaceX rocket or a drone or a plane. That's something with insanely fast speeds to go straight into outer space like that. Here's another strange sighting that was seen up in the sky. Take a look at this.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Is mommy looking at the right thing?
Yeah. You see that?
So here's the strange thing about this. It appears to be a black object that's kind of transparent. You could almost see through it. And as it passes by certain stars, it's like you could actually see through whatever this object is. Also, just a quick interruption. I don't want to take you guys away from the clips for too long, but if you are enjoying this video, please hit that like button down below. It helps. Leave a comment. I am a self-funded channel, so if you guys want to grab some merch or something, you can check out the store. I'll leave a link down below in the description. I have a Patreon page if you'd like to show support like that, or I think you could probably just leave a sticker down below in the comments now. Anything that you guys contribute is greatly appreciated, and not a day goes by that I am not completely honored by the fact that I get to be a content creator and make stuff for your entertainment. So thank you for joining me. Let's continue the show.
The videos rolling in of the fog rolling through. The National Weather Service issuing a dense fog advisory in parts of South Florida.
So let's talk about the fog for just a quick moment. Okay, so what's weird about the fog? That's probably what you're wondering, and I was wondering the same thing when I started looking into it. Well, there's a couple things, and I'm going to show you right now.
All right, so it's crazy foggy right now.
Not natural.
But that's not the weird part, okay? Like, number one, it's weird because as it gets later in the day, fog should lighten, dissipate, and it's really not. But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks, and like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic. It's super weird, and so I'm going for my walk, and it's kind of worrying me a little bit. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it smells.
Okay, so what he just said right there, I'm a bit perplexed. It smells toxic. It has a certain scent. Yes, the fog again, because Adrian, fog is serious, and this is happening in Florida, Georgia, different other states, and it's not just fog. You know, fog comes and then it goes. This fog just stays, and instead of just being fog, there's little particles flying through it. Yes, we covered all that. Oh yes, I'm so glad that we are so intricately educated about the fog. No, you need to hear more because this shit is serious. Yeah, do not go out into the fog. If you do, make sure you have a regulated mask. This is not a joke, Adrian. This is serious. Make sure you have a mask that will protect you. Well, if you're fogged out, hopefully you don't get cancer or something.
Not right. And I'm 41. I've been through fog. This is something different.
This is in southwest Florida. It's not snowing here, folks. It's not raining at all. You can see my feet are dry. There is no water on this pavement, regardless. Okay? Dry. And it is basically snowing out. With this fog. This is not normal.
Does that look weird to you at all? I mean, does that look like normal fog that you see on a regular basis? Because to me...
Can I say something real quick? I've never seen a fog look like that. And I've seen lots of fog. I've seen fog here in Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Arizona. When I joined the military, and I'm sitting there wearing my cool little jacket. It feels like my spy jacket, and I have it crossed over like this. It's this cool gray color. It's got these big old buttons. I'm just like walking through the fog. Well, that's because we got up really, really, really early. Did it last throughout the day? No. Once the sun came up, the fog dissipated. This fog continues to go. It is super strange, super weird. I don't know. We'll see what else he has to say, because look at this. Look at it. Have you ever seen a fog look like this? I have not. Yes, I've seen the tiny, tiny particles, but they're much smaller than that. They're like little rain droplets or mist droplets.
Me, it kind of looks like snow. Like she said in the video,
Yeah.
it smells funny. It leaves a film on stuff. People are finding weird chemical bubbles in their pools.
My friend who lives in East Texas woke up today, and this is what was in her pool. Now, she's lived in this property for over 11 years. Never has had anything like this happen before. No, she did not change any chemical regimen in her pool. The only thing that she said that was kind of weird was there was some really odd fog yesterday.
Weird. What is weird? It smells weird too.
And I actually saw that outside of my own house. Take a look at this.
Yeah.
It ain't snowing. Definitely ain't snowing.
This is not normal fog.
And you got all these particles in the air.
Like nuclear or some sort of, if I say metaphysical or chemical attack. This is not normal. Yeah.
That was this morning. I got up to go to the store. It was like 6 in the morning, still dark out. It was foggy as hell. I captured it all the way to the store and back. And I was like, you know what? This fog is a little bit thick. This is a little bit abnormal. You could see the particles in it. It's dense as hell. And it's pretty much everywhere right now. So I think a lot of you guys are probably thinking the same thing that I'm thinking at this point. There's been a lot of clips of people capturing drones spraying something in the sky, in the air. Chemicals that look like they're being released from some of these strange drones. And we're not talking about regular airplane chemtrails. We're talking about just weird mists coming out of some of these flying objects. Is the fog related? Is this fog somehow unnatural? Now, I don't want to just jump to the pessimistic negative side of things and say, yeah, this is some weird chemical that people are breathing in that's all over the place. But is it a possibility? Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Anything is possible, really. So that led me to ask myself a really important question. A lot of us believe that the government is protecting us and we never have anything to worry about. And I think that that belief can lead to a lot of people being unprepared if something were to actually happen. Because the idea of chemical weapons being released in our country, it's like so many people think that that's not possible. The government would never allow that to happen. I don't need to worry about it. Someone else is protecting me and stopping all the bad things in the world from happening to me. But I think that it's important for you guys to realize that if it were to happen, it's better to be prepared. It's better to be safe rather than sorry. And that's the first thing that I thought about, because I was like, if this was some kind of weird chemical that people are out here breathing in, do I have a gas mask? Do I have like food that doesn't go bad if I needed to stay indoors? If there was some kind of chemical attack on the country, do I have these things? And the answer was no. And I think that the answer is no for a lot of people, because they think, well, rather than investing the money in something that could possibly save my life if there were ever a crisis or an emergency, I'm just going to trust the government that they're going to take care of it. Everything will be all right. I know this might sound a little bit crazy and I might sound like I'm wearing a tinfoil hat or I'm a major conspiracy theorist. All I know is it's better to be safe than sorry. And if you want,
and that's the truth right there. And yes, people are actively talking shit in the chat room, but seriously, better to know now than later, better to act now than later. Like, people are like, yeah, maybe here in a week or few or a year or few or whatever, I'll start hoarding some items to eat. I don't know if you know or if you have this feeling, but I hate to say, the same thing people have been saying for millions of years is coming for us. It's about to go down. This ish is about to come down. It is, and it's falling down all around us. Pretty soon, it's going to be right on us. Pretty creepy. Pretty damn creepy. And this guy from Nine Freak, Mad whatever, You need to listen and pay attention to this shit.
Want to talk about biblical context of it? Noah was building a boat in the middle of a desert, and people said you're crazy. And then when the flood came, he was the only one prepared. I think that it's
yeah, right? You're fucking crazy. Like, why would you build a boat in the middle of the ocean? Something's coming. I just know something's coming. Well, perhaps he had biblical proportions as far as messages, but a lot of us have gotten biblical messages, and we just don't know how to accept it because, well, I'm religious, so I know, like, when I hear messages like this is important. This is biblical. This is religious. But there's others who are my friends, etc., that aren't that close to the church or a church. And they hear it and they're like, should I take it seriously or not? You got to listen to your gut, your intuition. Seriously. Listen.
better to be safe rather than sorry. So I ordered a gas mask for me, my woman, for my kids. I also ordered a couple boxes of meals that are easy to prep and they have like a 25-year shelf life. I'm not saying I think anyone should live underground. I think that you should live your life to the fullest and you should not live your life in fear. You shouldn't be afraid to leave your house. You shouldn't be afraid to do things. Continue living your best life. But all I'm saying is, I think that it's good to be prepared just in case. And I'll leave links down below in the description for the stuff that I ordered if you want to check it out for yourselves. It's a good idea to have things to keep your family safe in the time of a crisis. So there's been quite a few theories as to what these orbs and these weird drones might be doing up there investigating them. Now, one of them is religious. A lot of people think that these are angels coming back to save the world because the world is in major trouble.
Oh, you know Jesus.
Well, fuck yes.
You know Jesus.
Hold on, I have to share something with you guys really quick. Okay, so she's like, oh, you know Jesus. I'm not Catholic, but I do believe in religion. And, you know, there's so much shit talked about Denver International Airport to the point where a certain person said, yeah, I went down there and they were fucking giants. And they're working side by side by human beings. And the only rule that there was we shall not speak the name of Jesus. What? Like, I'd be like, exit stage left, stage right even. We shall not speak the name of Jesus because they get so upset, so perturbed. What do you think that means? I think it means they're fucking fallen angels. Let's go.
To come and awaken this country, this world.
Now, if you look at the past couple years, there has been quite a few prophecies that have really happened.
Been swarmed by a catastrophic plague of locusts.
It's along the coast of Rhode Island.
Hold on un momento, por favor. Like, I'm trying to share this. It's not sharing. Let's try again. Carol? Or Skype. I haven't been there forever. Anyways. Go back here. Make sure I'm sharing. Yeah, it's still sharing. At the stage. Here we go. I figured it out. Let's go.
As a swarm takes over a local beach there as those floodwaters continue.
You guys, it's worse than it was just a minute ago.
And from that point of view, I could totally understand why people think these are definitely angels coming back. I'm not saying that they aren't because I don't know what they are for sure. But then there's other things happening around the world that pose major threats to the United States. And these are actually not theories. These are things that are actually happening.
North Korea has test-fired a suspected intercontinental ballistic missile which came down in the sea off the coast of Japan.
Air Force Global Strike Command airmen and Navy aircrew conducted an operational test launch of an unarmed Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile.
Breaking overnight, Russia strikes the Ukrainian city of Dnipro again. This after Thursday's attack using an experimental medium-range ballistic missile.
A successful missile test at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, with adversaries like China and Russia aggressively advancing their own hypersonic programs. U.S. officials emphasized the urgency of maintaining an edge in this high-stakes arms race.
Now, with all that being said, these orbs that are appearing up in our sky, they very much resemble something that was seen in Israel. Now, Israel has a defense system that's known as the Iron Dome. And while a lot of people might not understand what that is, it's like an invisible dome that...
I'm also sorry to interrupt, but, you know... Remember that one time, which was less than a year ago, that these damn orbs showed up right above not only the White House or the Pentagon or these very important freaking states, right above this state too, in Egypt. What is it doing? What does it want? Why is it here? This to me, mind-boggling. But at the same time, it's happening. And people can be like, oh no, this ain't happening. This is just like AI. What if? Here is video recordings, whether it's live or not, for the news. Let's go. Continue on with this.
That's supposed to stop incoming ICBMs from hitting the cities. There is footage that has been leaked from Israel showing these strange orbs floating in the sky, the same thing that we see floating in our sky, and the minute that a missile comes into the atmosphere, the orb will fly at it quickly and intercept that missile.
Watch closely. I'm gonna blow this up.
Personally, what I believe we're seeing when we see these orbs floating up in the sky in Israel and flying at these missiles coming from Iran is the Iron Dome actually in play. But then you ask yourself, well, what could these things be that are just hovering up in the air waiting for missiles to come? How could that be a defense system? Well, strangely, there's a video from 11 years ago that keeps popping up on my feed and other people's feeds whenever they're online.
This incredible machine was originally designed to shoot down nuclear missiles and satellites. Yeah. Just 12 inches long, gyroscopically balanced, and with thrusters at key points around its body, it is capable of instant changes of direction. No airplane could ever catch this machine.
Strange, right? The thing could just fly in any direction, it could just hover in place. And then Trump is adamant about implying the Iron Dome defense system to the United States, but it also seems like he's kind of in a rush to get it.
And I will build an Iron Dome over our country, a state-of-the-art missile defense shield made in the USA. That in my next term, we will build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield. We're going to have the greatest Iron Dome. Let's call it Iron Dome.
Why would you be in such a rush to make sure that we have the Iron Dome defense system up in our sky? So if these orbs that everyone is seeing floating up in the clouds are actually part of a new air defense system that we have for our country, they could actually be there, like I said in a previous video, to possibly protect us from incoming.
This to me is just fucking crazy, and look at how these orbs has traveled to this place where there's a huge explosion. If it's a ship or something else like that, it wouldn't do that. What crack is going on?
ICBMs. I think that maybe the current situation is much more dire than the government is leading us on to believe. My personal opinion is yes, the higher ups in the government, our homeland defense, I believe that they do know of a potential incoming threat to United States soil, and they don't want the word for that to be out. And I know it's a little bit scary to think about it when you're like, damn, are we really possibly under attack from other countries right now? But it does kind of seem like the most realistic out of all of them. Now, I would like to believe that it is angels, or it is extraterrestrial. I think that the government would much rather come out and say that aliens are real than to come out and say what you're seeing is a nuclear defense system because we may be under attack. Think about it. If these orbs were actually part of an Iron Dome defense system and you had these orbs flying all around your city all day, every day, throughout the whole week, don't you think most people would want to get the hell out of Dodge? Don't you think most people would say, hey, if my city is about to get hit with an ICBM, I'm going to move out of this city right now. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to go inland in the country where it's safer, where they don't have all these protections up above. That would cause mass hysteria. Roadblocks, economy falling apart, people trying to flee from an oncoming attack.
And I totally agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, isn't this why our government isn't telling us the truth? Isn't this why the government is lying to us? Because, well, there's a fraction of us, I'm one of them, who has always believed in those damn aliens. But then there's others that we're in our day-to-day lives. We wake up, go to work, eat, go to sleep. Wake up, go to work, eat, go to sleep. If any of this ever became true for them, I'm pretty sure their mind would be blown in certain different ways, but at the same time, what the crack? Come on, let's do. This is intense.
But if we're told that they're just UAPs, unidentified flying objects, well, where are you going to go if they're coming from outer space? I also think that maybe part of the reason we're seeing these orbs popping up all around the world is because other countries are trying to implement defense systems as well. Now, that's just a theory, but it makes a lot of sense when you really look at it. We might be a lot closer to World 3. Gotta watch what I say here on YouTube, but we might be a lot closer to that than we're led on to believe. Let me know if you think that that seems like...
I'm wondering, since he said that, and we're like, we gotta be careful with what we say. Okay, so instead of being the C word, like, you know, my corona with lime in it, but it's the COV word. Do you know how many blocks and cancellations I got due to that? Now he's saying this? Yep. I totally get it. This is totally fracking happening. This is totally crazy. All right, let's keep going.
A realistic possibility to you. Maybe some of this is CGI, but there is some of this stuff that was captured on like live news. So take a look at this.
Yeah. Was that demonic or what?
So this weird, dark, banshee-looking object flying around the clouds, and this was after a missile strike on Israel.
The city of Jericho of at least one fatality.
Maybe it was just some sort of distortion on the camera, I don't know, but it looked really weird. So among all these weird sightings in the sky, a guy came outside of his house because he heard like branches breaking and large tree branches cracking.
This is the second time I've come over.
Yeah, and he was saying at this point, I could try to rip down trees and shit, unless I'm using some mechanical equipment as far as like an excavator or different things like that. This would not happen. These are angry entities. These guys are pissed off. They're fucking pissed off.
Over here. And the first time when I got up under them trying to figure out what it was, they started breaking limbs off and throwing them at me. And I still cannot figure out what it is. Look, see, he's coming right above me right here. He's fixing to throw something at me, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, they don't like you messing with them. Look. What in God's name? Look. That's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took half the tree down.
Something was up there destroying this tree. And we're talking about breaking branches that are like big, wide branches like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is crazy, dude.
Oh,
crazy.
It's gotta be don't even think a bear would have a chance in Hades.
Dude.
They're doing this.
Crazy.
It's something stronger than a bear.
This guy's pissed off and destroying your property.
A lot of people try to slow that video down and see if they could see anything. The closest thing that people have gotten to seeing anything is maybe like a hand or something that's like moving through the trees.
Something right there. What?
I don't know what could do that. What do you guys think? Let me know. But check this next clip out.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, it's not a person, bro. Look.
Pretty sure this one is from Arizona. Let's go.
What's a hiker? No, it's not, bro. That's not a person. That's way bigger than a hiker, bro. Bro, that's not.
It's like a
it just disappeared. What the? Still, bro. Nope. Look.
Splash for sure.
No, it's not, bro. It's not a person. That's way bigger.
No, bro, no.
Oh, it just disappeared. What the? Still, bro. Nope.
So a lot of.
Sorry guys, I gotta pause right here because I gotta over here to a speaker. Gotta do my outro. Thank you so much once again to my peeps hanging out. We're checking out different Twitters, YouTubes, whatever, different files to figure out what the crap is going on in our world right now. A lot of it feels strange and fictitious, and we even make this shit up. Thank you to our friends on We Are Paradox Media's Facebook, Keeping Our Radio, Twitter, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and wherever else in the universe you may be listening tonight. Can't wait to do it again. Tomorrow night, we got story time with me, TessaTNT, and we're going to be reading Stephen King's Insomnia. I don't know if you've ever suffered from insomnia, but I do, and that shit is pretty hardcore. Don't forget, you guys, we are all in this together, and together we can make the world a bit better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there's no us. Until next time, night, love night. I'll see you back here. Same crazy time, same crazy place. Almost done. Right up in that bed.
A lot of people in the comments were saying that's definitely CGI, made up. But then there was a lot of people counter-arguing that, saying when he zoomed in, you could already see it. It was already there. It wasn't something that just appeared there after he zoomed in. It was like part of the image as...
You know what I'm saying? Like, people are sitting there talking about, oh, this is fictitious. People are making it up. It's just somebody up there. If it was somebody up there, it might as well be the Kill O'Neill. Seriously? I don't think so.
He was zooming in. What do you guys think? Possible alien sighting? Walking ET? Are they on the ground now too? And this next clip right here is completely wild. Tell me what you think about this one.
What are those? We got another one over here.
What are those? What?
On each side of the boat? What are those trails go? What's that swimming fast underneath that water? Something's swimming real fast underneath that water.
In the water.
What is that noise? Oh my god.
It's a fucking siren.
I'm not really sure how to explain that. I would love to know what you think. Let me know down below in the comments. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff happening around the world right now. Strange world that we live in. My mustache fell off. I haven't been able to find it, but things are definitely happening around us. There's no denying that. If you enjoy watching me and you have fun hanging out with me, check out my second channel. If you didn't know, I have one. It's called Mindseed Let's Play Horror. I'm going to be doing Friday night live streams on there in 2025, hanging out with the fans, talking to you guys. What happens if we sprayed a bear spray in the fire?
Hell yes. That was freaking epic. Put my heart up because it was just, getting in the way. But anyways, night, love and light to all of my yous out there. Hopefully you had a wonderful time this evening. And I don't know about you, but I was totally tripped out about tonight's show and all the things coming through. But anyways, night, love and light to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I hope you come back tomorrow night for story time with me. TessaTNT, when it's going to be me and Stephen King with the book Insomnia. Yes. Can't wait to do it. All night, live and light. Take care of my yous. Thanks so much for hanging out. You guys.